Yes, everyone. Welcome back, my friends. How you guys are doing today? Happy belated, or no, happy belated, merry belated Christmas to you, man. Hope you guys had a good time with the family. Hope that Santa came through. Hope a lot of you guys were serious and asked Santa for 3 points today against Fulham. As we know, London derbies, Boxing Day, they don't tend to end too well for us. So again, it's another one of these games where there's a big test on our hands, and can we pass this test? Can we get over a historical difficulty, and can we actually show that we can improve and move on from these things? You know what I mean? But yeah, forgive me if I'm sounding a little bit tired today. Obviously, Christmas went down big yesterday. Ended up having two Christmases. Spent time with my sister and her husband. Then came back to see the missus and her family afterwards too. So yeah, it's been hectic. But great to see some of you guys here. Drum Pack, how you doing? Brian Hughes, where is Noni? Mad. Be a massive test for Neto against Robinson. Let's see who wins that. That'll be very interesting to see. But at the moment, it seems like Maresca is in favour of Neto. I don't think he's been bad. I'm still waiting for Neto to absolutely come to life to be this player who's the clear upgrade on the right wing. I think he's been decent. I don't think he's been incredible. I don't think he's been bad either. But I haven't seen enough that gives a lot of people a lot of the gas and excitement where they're like, yo, Neto is the future down the right wing. He's the best player. He's this, he's that. When look at games like last week, you know what I mean? So let's see what he does today. But, you know, I do like him. I do rate the signing. But I do miss the times when it was Neto and Madueke playing together as well. Hopefully at some point we do see that in our team again. But anyway, CFC Blue, how you doing? I'm worried about this game, not going to lie. I feel like every game we have, every Prem game, we're all worried. We're all nervous. We're all apprehensive. I'm just here for the journey. I'm here for the rides at this point. You know what I mean? I think I always have this sense of excitement for games now. And I haven't felt like this for a long time. Obviously, what does it say about us, you know, cynical ass fans, where the moment we start winning, of course, the excitement and the energy and everything comes back. We all get that. But, you know, you can't lie about that at the same time equally. You know what I mean? It does make a difference. And it's nice to see us performing, playing well, and winning games. It's been a flipping long time since we've seen this happen consistently. But anyway, Toby, Merry Christmas. Thank you, Toby. Hope you and the family had a good time, man. Heba Badir, how you doing? Yeah, no Noni today. Neto. I think maybe this is the best time to transition to the lineup today. As you guys have seen, Nico up front. Sancho, Palmer, Neto. Caicedo, Enzo. And of course, thank God Cucurella returns. Who would have actually... It's not a surprise that he'd be such a massive loss for us. And in my last What We Learned video, I was thinking to myself, shit... Like, if Cucurella is out the team, it's really not a good look for this team. Like, who do we have to, necessarily replace him? It's a shame that Maresca didn't feel like Vega could have even been the understudy to Cucurella when he's out. He'd rather use Gusto there, even though Gusto isn't that incredible playing as the inverted fullback. It's not his natural role. He needs a lot of time playing there. So, I don't know, this whole Renato Vega thing, listen, in the long run, he could be a decent player for decent money. But he's not what we need right now. And a part of me kind of wishes, yeah, if only we kept Lewis Hall. Because imagine if we had Lewis Hall and Cucurella together. Like, these guys would have been like the optimum solutions to the inverted problem. Especially Lewis Hall, who throughout his youth career was playing all up and down that whole left side, you know. He would be a great understudy. And actually, I wouldn't be opposed if we ever made a future move to bring him back. We do that sometimes. I think big clubs should do that. And I just feel like Lewis Hall and Cucurella could lock down that left side for a long time in the future. Because I think Hall, yeah, he can easily play this role, in my opinion. But anyway, great that Cucurella is back. This means hopefully that Colwell will now, of course, spread to the left, Toast in the middle, and Gusto back playing as a centre-back, as he should be playing, because that is where he makes the most sense in the system so far. When he's playing the wide centre-back role, when he can kind of underlap, overlap, hopefully he will give a lot of dynamism and more support now for Neto and Cole Palmer. I thought they really struggled. I thought against Everton, we could have maybe been a little bit bolder. I understand why Maresca wasn't going to force things, but I felt like there was an opportunity there, maybe for at least portions of the game, where we could have maybe overloaded the sides a bit more. We didn't really play our overload football against Everton like we've done in nearly every game this season. So Maybe it was the injuries. I'm sure, Maresca's thinking about the long game ahead. I get that. But now we're playing at home today against Fulham, local London derby. It seems to be more significant for Fulham fans compared to us. I kind of see Fulham as like our little younger brother. You know what I mean? Like he gets a bit rowdy sometimes. He wants to overstep his marks. Yeah, he wants to show that he's part of the big boys. You know what I mean? But ultimately, you kind of just look at him with very condescending eyes, right? And just kind of allow him to do his thing. But yeah, that's how I've always seen Fulham, to be honest with you. But it's important, man. After Christmas, London derby at home. This is another moment now to try and get more points and accumulate as much as we can within this next 4 to 5 weeks before we play against Man City. I think near the end of January. I think this is the moment where if we have a lot of W's, we can hopefully build a bit of a distance now that separates us from other positions in the league now. We're going to need that, you know what I mean? So let's see what happens. But my friends, let me answer some of your questions right now. We've got about 25 minutes before the game comes back. I want to see what you guys are saying, man. What's been on your minds, What you guys saying? Give me one moment. Coming straight on. Okay, Madueke is just chilling. Yeah, interesting, but listen, it's a challenge now for Madueke. I'm not going to be crying about Madueke not being in the team. I think he's good. I think sometimes the criticism can be harsher and it can kind of like overshadow the positives he brings. But equally, it doesn't mean that I'm blind to the improvements that we have to see from Noni. They're merely more consistency issues, intensity issues at times. And also, I feel like I want him to maybe step up in the big games. I think if there's one thing that Noni hasn't consistently shown is big game presence. These are like personal challenges for him to improve upon this season. So if he's not starting in the team, I feel like there's a degree of trust I have in Maresca that I'm not going to be like upset or offended or whatever that Madueke is not starting. If anything, listen, he's still young. He has to improve. And Maresca wasn't just hired to only prioritize winning at all costs. He was also hired to improve the squad that was built, to improve the young players around him. And, development is not linear. It's not just one curve going upwards. You want to look at the overall trajectory. Is it going up? But alongside the journey, there's ups and downs. It's life, you know what I mean? So if Noni's not starting today, this means that Maresca, in my opinion, wants him to raise his game again, or he's challenging him, or there's other reasons behind it. But I'm at a point now with Enzo where, listen, if he's making these decisions, he's not doing it for no reason, and I'm fine with that. And I'm sure, most importantly, the players are fine with that as well. So let's see what happens. Ronnie, Sancho needs to win this battle versus Robinson. This is what I mean. If anything, I would have maybe been open to see Noni and Neto in the team together, especially against like Robinson, especially against Fulham's fullbacks. Fulham, they've been very good this season. And one pattern I've noticed, maybe it's because I'm following a lot of these guys on social media and stuff like that, but like the energy and vibe I see within the Fulham squad is literally the same as what I'm seeing with Nottingham Forest. And is it any surprise that through the power of friendship, these guys are finding themselves like having really good seasons? And they're one of the most difficult teams to play against so far. Like, it's no surprise to me. So there's a real strong vibe going on there. And they're going to have a bit of confidence now that their football's making a lot of sense. But equally, you want to try and like hurt the opposition. You want to get their weak areas. And it just feels like if you can kind of limit the Fulham fullbacks, push them back a little bit, isolate their wingers out wide, that can make a bit of a big difference. And I don't know, certain games, Sancho makes sense in. But then, if I'm being honest with you guys, I'm not going to act like I'm such a massive football expert where I can say with a shadow of a doubt what game Sancho is going to be effective in and what game he's not going to be effective in. Listen, certain games against low blocks, yeah, I get it. If it's more of a counter-attack thing and there's like a lot of space he has in front, I mean, listen, we saw against Tottenham what he can do, and he was unplayable on that day. But then there's other games where, if the fullback has the pace advantage, if he's getting doubled up, he can kind of falter a little bit. So I still feel with Sancho, there is like this unknownness to him, because I've always felt with Sancho, there was more that can come from him. I don't think we've seen his like proper, like boom, 5-6 consecutive games where he's a difference maker, but he's showing flashes of that. So let's see what he does today. You know what I mean? But anyway, I've got a super chat right here. Science Burger, thank you for that, man. Really appreciate that. When will we get a fresh trim update, Nini? Yo, actually, I've got good news for you. I've already booked my appointment for the 28th. Obviously, my barber's a sick barber. I'm not gonna lie. Shout out to Moody. Obviously he rates the channel as well. So yeah, he's my guy. He's a sick guy. But yeah, he's also very popular. Very, very popular. Where you need to be booking haircuts in advance, 2-3 weeks in advance. It's mad. It can be a bit of a hassle sometimes, but it is what it is. But obviously, I knew during Christmas this guy was going to be stupidly busy. Man, are getting ready for their New Year's plans as well. So yeah, I made sure that I was going to be on top of that and yeah, get that trim prioritized. So don't worry, man. I'm not going to be looking so bummy in the next few days. Thank you for that. Moving on though, Dre Nini, what's your predictions today? I'm going 2-1. 2-1. Yeah, I think it'll be a tough game against Fulham. They've been very good this season. They've been very strong. Yeah, they're one of those teams where I think they've peaked as a team. Like, everything's in sync. The players understand each other. They defend well as a pack. They attack as a unit. A lot of those things are kind of aligning for them. And teams that, listen, every season, there's a few teams that always kind of reach that level. It's not sustainable in the long term, but right now, Fulham are at that level, in my opinion. So it'll be a tough game. And got to take our chances, got to take our moments, try not to concede. It's easier said than done, though, realistically. So let's see what happens. But anyway, Wendy, how you doing, Wendy? Hope it's Neto on the left and Sancho on the right. Sancho was a different beast on the right. It's where he played his best at Dortmund. Would love to see them switching during the game. Yeah, I mean, one thing I wish I could have seen, which you've alluded to, is maybe the wingers interchanging positions. I think one of my most favourite memories as a Chelsea fan was Robin and Duff, and seeing what these guys could do with that freedom to rotate positions. It was like peak wing play. Some of the best wing play I've seen as a Chelsea fan. Obviously, I'd also say Eden Hazard introduced peak wing play. Malouda, for like 2 seasons, he was like the best left winger in the league, and everything he did was just professional, classy, and purposeful. And at times we've seen it from Willian when he has his flashes of form. You know what I mean? So I do feel like the wingers that we've built, they got that potential in them. But as you're saying, is it time to maybe let them rotate positions? You know what I mean? Like, cause Robinson different problems. Maybe for like 20 minutes, he's up against Neto. He can beat him for pace on the outside. And then he's up against Sancho for the next 20 minutes, where Sancho's cutting inside, holding the ball, bringing others into the game. Just little things like that. Like, hopefully at some point, we can kind of see that from Enzo and his system, right? But yeah, I definitely hear what you're saying. It's interesting. I think Sancho's maybe looks a bit more optimal on the left, in my opinion, since he's been playing for us. But then that Dortmund was a different kettle of fish entirely, right? Yeah, it's a good question. I'm not going to act like I've got an answer to that. If anything, I'm curious to see what the game's like, what happens in it, and what type of threat the wingers bring each side. Then I feel like, okay, maybe I'm learning about the limitations, things that are good for them, things that are bad for them, X, Y, Z. So yeah, you definitely give me something to think about, Wendy. Definitely gave me a lot to think about. Anyway, Ronnie, Drew, but Maresca could easily switch because speed versus Robinson is not necessarily a given. Yep. Alaska, blessings, Needy. Appreciate that, bro. BYB, bro, is just starting to cook. Yeah, hopefully this guy just finds some fitness. That's all he needs. Imagine like last 2 years, his career has just kind of been deaded just from injuries. Yeah, it's a peak one, to be honest. Robert Wilson, season's greetings from Bermuda. Okay, nice one, man. I'm curious, what are you doing in Bermuda? Like, you live there? Anyway, you're going for a 3-0 win, our sides. Come on, you Blues. Yeah, that's what I want to see. That type of optimism, I feel like it's well-deserved optimism. I think we put ourselves in a situation where we can go into every game now feeling like, you know what? Like, if we do things correct here and there and have this pattern and make less mistakes in this area, there's a good chance that we can kind of secure a lot of points this season. You know what I mean? So hopefully against Fulham, as long as we can get the early goal, that always gives us a great advantage, because I feel like against these types of teams, the longer it goes on, it works in their favour. And I think recently I've seen it against Brentford, where Brentford had their game plan. They think to themselves, if it's still like scoreless, or if the lead is not heavily in the favour of Chelsea, we're going to switch the game plan up for the final 20 minutes. We're going to make a triple substitution, and we're going to try and win the game in this period. that's how smart these managers are. That's the strategies that they're using to try and, secure these points and stuff. They weren't able to get there, even though they had moments to get a result against us. And then Everton did something similar, and they were able to secure that, and they were able to maintain their point. And it's been great for Everton. They had a very tough run of games. Draws against Arsenal, City today, and now us. And, on one hand, it makes sense why Maresca gave them a lot of respect, because the last 14 games, seven clean sheets, that's an unreal record. Yes, they haven't been winning as many games, but they are difficult. They are very difficult. They're experienced. And under Sean Dyche, he knows how to set teams up. He knows how to keep his teams in this league. He knows how to play the game. So I get it. Anyway, Jonathan, thank you, Jonathan Carmichael, for the super chat, man. Big fan since day one when there was two of you. Yes, they were. It's so funny how life changes. I thought at the start it would be me and him for a while, but yeah, I'm sure you guys know about some of the dramas that happens and there's all this unnecessary silliness, and I don't think this guy was in a good headspace. I mean, yeah, I don't even want to get into it right now, but there were some stressful, dark times, to be honest with you. But I'm glad that everything kind of just got seen to in the end, to be honest with you. But yeah, to be fair, it did put me off wanting to work with people for a long time. Even to this day, I always get a bit apprehensive, you know what I mean? I think I got a bad experience of what teamwork can be like when egos clash and, something like this. But, thank God everything worked out how it was supposed to. Anyway, thank you for that, man. Appreciate that. And I hope you had a great Christmas as well. Anyway, the Clueless Gamer, 3-1 to us, Nico Cole and Enzo assists. Yeah, I want to see Enzo having the license not be so deep like against Everton. Enzo is, in every game, he's affected something with a pre-assist or an assist or a goal. That's how effective he's been playing this box-to-box role. I felt like Maresca, he realised for the half an hour against Everton, you know what, I need to swap Gusto and Enzo. And the moment Enzo was able to make the third man runs, Sancho was able to at least lose a man on him and at least try and make things happen a bit more. But now that Cucurella, Enzo and Sancho are back, that's what I mean. It's exciting to see what could happen. Again, are we going to see maybe Cole Palmer drift to the left side? Are we going to see Enzo maybe do that in this game? I think Enzo, combining with Cucurella and Sancho, they look quite promising, especially against, was it the two-way? Brentford, the Brentford win. I want to see more of that. Enzo that has the license to affect all phases of the field. That's why we signed him. That's why we replaced him with Mason Mount, because Mason Mount could have played that way, but people at this club felt like Enzo can go on a higher level than Mason Mount. And I think with these conditions that have been unlocked for him, you're really seeing what he can do. I've always said consistently, listen, Enzo is a box-to-box guy. Listen, don't take that 22-23 season too seriously when he was playing the Paul Scholes role. No. That was just a temporary thing because we had no system, no style of play, no nothing. But Enzo, this guy at heart is an 8. He affects all phases, and we're finally seeing an Enzo that's got full fitness now and seems to have maybe more emotional stability in his life. I don't know how much that affects him, but I can only imagine it does something because we're all human beings, right? Now we're seeing what he can really do, and you're seeing why big money was spent on him. And actually, I do feel like he could be talked about and praised a bit higher, because even against Everton, I might argue he was probably our best outfield player. I say Sanchez probably wins it, but he was our most effective outfield player. He was the only one making things happen and showing that hunger from the first minute to the last minute. So yeah, I'm a massive fan of Enzo Fernandez, and it's great to see him come into life now. King James, 6-0. You guys enjoyed your Christmas, I can tell. I can tell who was drinking heavily yesterday and who wasn't. But hey, listen, who am I to be telling you to be a bit realistic? Listen, 6-7-0, 8-0, why not? As long as we win today, I don't care. Robert Wilson, I live here. Okay, born and raised. I've been following Chelsea since Dennis Wise was our captain. Yeah, Dennis Wise. Love the content you do, bro. Keep it up. Thank you very much, you guys. Lex Corp, Jamaica in the building. Boxing Day fixtures are a tradition for us. I hope we get the result. I really do. we're not really picking up many W's, many 3 points on Boxing Day. I remember like being a kid. I think my favorite ever Boxing Day game was between us and Aston Villa. We blew the lead near the end, but I remember that 4-4 draw. Michael Ballack, you know, when Lampard was out the team for a bit due to injury, that was like the first time Ballack was allowed to play his actual box-to-box role, and instantly overnight he became like a 1 goal every 2 game type of player. And I remember that free kick he scored against Villa. Yeah, Ballack was one of my favorite players actually when I was younger. So thought I'd just mention that. But I don't want it to be a high scoring draw today. I want it to be a high scoring win in our favour. So come on, boys. Nico Jackson today, man. Get those shooting boots on. I'm not expecting like impossible things from Nico. He's not a Haaland or Mbappe level talent. But I do like to see his reaction because, again, development is not linear. There's ups and downs. And I think Nico is like testament to that. I thought at times against Everton, especially at the start of the half, his touches were quite nice and crisp. Those 2 big moments he had, this is how Nico can go to the next level. Can he be that difference maker where in a game where you're not going to have many chances at all, can you convert the 1 or 2 that come your way? That is his next thing. But that's the hardest thing. And let's keep it absolutely real. Let's have perspective. How many strikers are there in the world who have this ridiculous level of consistency with their finishing? Like, there's not many. Look at the conversion rates. Have you ever seen a striker that scored over like 10 goals who's got like a 30% conversion rate? I mean, that would be like historical stats you're achieving. You know what I mean? So again, for me, Nico, how do you react? How are you going to come back? And most times over this last year, I have only seen Nico Jackson looking to react and make up for the last game. So let's see how he performs today. Obviously, Cole Palmer, lots of interesting debates around him surrounding should he have been subbed off against Everton. You know my opinion. No, I think he's the guy that stays on. On the other side, I can see why some people may feel actually no one's ever too good to ever be subbed off. I'm not here to say you're wrong for this particular debate, not for this one. But he also does make things happen. He's still got made 3 key passes, made the big chance for Nicholas Jackson. On another day, if we win that game, those small actions of Palmer's, they get remembered more because they become more significant because it led to a significant result, right? And then you kind of just, you know, you just reimagine how you remember his performance. So I don't know. I didn't think it was too bad. But for me, it was more like the fact he was so quiet was more the system compared to Cole Palmer not being in the game, in my opinion, because there was just no, you know, he had no one to combine with most times, right? So let's see what he does today because we're going to need him to come in big. But in the meantime, in under 10 minutes time, we have the game starting. I'm going to, obviously you guys know what live stream link I use, but I think it's on Amazon today, if I'm remembering things correctly. So if you guys got an Amazon account, obviously log in now. Get ready for the game. I do like how Amazon, even though they're a bit of a dystopian company, I do like how they cover the games. I do kind of rate it, to be honest with you. It's a shame that they're not going to be covering games from next season for the next 2-3 seasons once this one ends. But yeah, in terms of their coverage, I think it's pretty considered, and I feel like the other broadcasters could learn a thing or two from them, in my opinion. But answering some more questions. Let's see your predictions. You guys 4-1, 3-1, 3-1. So you see us getting goals today. Yeah, I like that. Okay, Ronnie, I don't want to concede 3-0. Okay, let's see how that goes. In the meantime, I'm hearing like my volume is a bit too low. Is it? Because from where I'm sitting, it's quite high. So yeah, I'm a bit confused. Like, can you guys hear me okay? Or should I be speaking? Or yeah, what's how you guys finding the audio? Anyway, Jams Ports Entertainment. I've been watching since 2006. I have never jumped ship during the hard times. I love this club, and I pray I get a chance to watch a live game at Stamford Bridge. That's one of my biggest dreams, bro. It will happen. It will happen, man. You know, I don't even believe in manifestation like that, but bro, it will definitely happen. And yeah, I like that. You know, especially during the hard times. You know, like when you have like a channel like this, you see, you know, you're in touch with a lot more like fan emotion and opinions than you probably would ever tend to care for, because, you know, I mean, why would you be spending hours a day reading what the fans have to say, right? But I was surprised by how many people would constantly like comment or make points about, you know, falling out of love with the club and the game, wanting to support someone else, X, Y, Z. It's just like when you're saying comments like that, it tells you straight away now you're just like a bandwagon jumper. You're not like a real fan. You know, you can't just be here for the good times only. You know what I mean? It is what it is though. But it's nice that you got that commitment, bro. I like that. But okay, you guys are saying the volume's fine. I thought so. Now it's a bit too loud. Okay. Hopefully this is working fine now, boys. Anyway, Chicago in the house. You guys, I've already secured some tickets for the Club World Cup. I'm gonna see hopefully if I can be in the States for the whole month. Equally at the same time, it's gonna be very droppy, right? To be in America, especially like when like 20% of my spending is gonna be in tips alone. You know what I mean? Like getting a coffee in the morning, having to pay like a surcharge on top. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that, to be honest with you. But I've never been to the States before. I've been to many continents across the world, but never been to America. It'll be my first time. So yeah, hopefully I can link up with some of you man when I'm out there and see what happens in it. But okay, 5 minutes time, my friends. The game's about to start. Yes, I think I've got mine sorted now. Yes. If you guys want to watch a game, don't forget it's on Amazon Prime today. Don't forget that, Amazon Prime. Yes, everything's on. Let me just turn the volume off. 5 minutes time. It's about to kick off. Oh, come on, boys. You know, I didn't get much for Christmas yesterday. All I got was some cologne from my sister. And how can my mum make me a vegetable medley? That was a gift to me, a vegetable medley. You know what I mean? I'm at that point now. I'm at that age now where, yeah, I've expired now to my family, you know. Presents, cards, things like that, it doesn't really matter anymore, sadly. So, yeah, all I care about, all that's going to make me happy, the only present I wanted this year from Santa is 3 points against Fulham. You know what I mean? Can we finally get a result on Boxing Day? Can we make something happen? Can we top off what's been a very, very exciting and top quality December period for us? Like, this has been one of the best winter times we've seen recently. So, hopefully the guys are ready, man. Gusto Adarabioyo, who's been stepping up, which is what you want to see. Great to see Cucurella back. Robert Sanchez, one of the most improved goalkeepers at the moment in Europe. This guy has really leveled up quite a lot now. And listen, he'll always have a few moments in him, but currently we're seeing a Robert Sanchez that those moments don't overshadow what he's bringing to the team now. So, you know, we have the quality on paper to make something happen. Hopefully the fans, you know, they'll give a bit of energy in life. I've always felt like at the bridge sometimes, you know, like when I was younger, like the atmosphere used to be very loud, and then progressively year on year, yeah, we get quieter and quieter and quieter, unless it was like the big hype games. But, you know, sometimes I've always felt like, you know, Liverpool's, for example, how many points do they get every season just from their fans, just adding energy, you know, getting onto the team, supporting them, you know what I mean? Giving that energy boost. So you feel it, you know what I mean? That you definitely feel that because you're a human being. That's something that can't be ignored. But Fulham, you know, they've come prepared. I'm already seeing 5-4-1. They know about the overloads. They know that they want to match us. They want to double up on our wingers. We have to be brave, you know what I mean? We have to be in moments brave, commit, try and overload them when we can, and not play it too safe like we did against Everton. I don't know. I get the Everton thing, but I always think, come on, we could have maybe gone for it a little bit more. There was periods in that game we could have been a little bit more ambitious. And then who knows if he sneaks something near the end, right? But anyway, my friends, the game's kicking off in like 2 minutes time. I hope you guys stay with me as I, you know, give you guys my watch along for the game. Yeah, I've been enjoying them. Doing it this season. Like a lot of times I kind of like fall off consistency wise because it's not always that exciting for me, I'll be honest with you, but I don't know what it is this season. But yeah, I really enjoy doing these watch alongs with you guys and hoping to do a lot more of them. Anyway, Enzo Fernandez. Oh, okay, the camera work's looking hella clear, very clear. It's not like quite the same as like La Liga or Serie A. I don't know, they have this like little like, I don't know, iPhone effect with like the cinematic blur behind. But it's definitely improved. It definitely has improved here. Neto, Enzo. Oof, that's it. Come on, Maresca. Can he win the tactical battle now against what's his name? Not Rui Ferrara. What's the flipping Everton manager's name called again? Fulham manager. What's his bloody name again? Marco Silva. That's it. Anyway, my friends, kickoff's about to begin. Come on, boys. Come on. Fulham are kicking off. You guys, I'm excited for this, man. Come on. That's it. And we kick off, boys. And my kickoff timer has not gone off. That's really annoying. Give me a sec. Anyway, Fulham on the ball. Played it wide to the right-hand sides. We're seeing Corwell stepped up. Or is that Enzo? I don't even know. Give me a sec, you guys. Let me get the timer on. Don't know why it's not coming on now. Okay, 4, 3, 2, 1, boom. Okay, that's it. Now it's synced up time-wise. Sorry about that. Anyway, goal kick taken long by Robert Sanchez. Nico's chasing the second ball. Fulham maintain possession. Bassi back to Leno. Leno forced to hit it long. And do we get that? Yes, because Cole stepped up. Adama versus Cucurella. That's going to be a pretty interesting battle. Adama Traore, like, he's on his day. Like, he's one of the opponents that make you have to step up and make you have to be alert. Because, yeah, when he's on form, he is unstoppable in moments. So, him versus Cucurella. I wonder how Cucurella defends against him. Is he going to try and close him down really quickly? Or is he going to try and give him some space? Is he going to back off? I mean, what's his plan? Is he going to, like, funnel him into, like, areas where he's less effective? It'll be a big game for Cucurella against Adama Traore. Okay, come on. Throwing now, Malo Gusto. Back to Caicedo. Outside the boot, just hoofs it up the field, and Bassi steps up to win that against Nico. Anyway, Fulham on the ball the first 2 minutes. Doesn't really say much, but shows maybe they're a bit confident. That they're going to look to play. They're going to look to press us when they have to. They won't just come here to defend, sit back and, protect whatever advantages they get. So I that tells you at least, okay, game on. We have to step up. We have to compete. We have to get ready. Can we get that? We don't get there. Iwobi. Malo Gusto gets his body in front of him. Yes. Good defending. Wins that back. And now toasting against his former club. That'll be interesting to see what he does against Jimenez. Anyway, Gusto finds Enzo starting on the right so far. Nice little chip into space then from Enzo. He's such a good problem solver when he plays. Okay, Anderson. I think one of the surprising transfers of last summer was Anderson leaving Crystal Palace for Fulham. Was it simply because Fulham will pay him more money? Maybe. But anyway, Iwobi. Again, one of the consistent Prem guys. Getting goals this season as well. When Iwobi's scoring goals, you know that Fulham now are a lot more serious this season. Anyway, Fulham on the ball a lot more compared to us at the moment. That doesn't really bother me because we got a sick counter threat. We're very good on the transition. And look here, easy given away by Iwobi. Palmer carries. But Sancho can't get it out his feet. I mean, I think maybe Palmer could have maybe carried it upfield a little bit more then. There was no need to release that to Sancho. But yeah, I kind of wasted that moment then. Moises. See, that's little smart stuff for Moises like that. Moises last season, he'd just be running towards the ball. He wouldn't care about his positioning behind him. And you know how many times teams would play through Caicedo getting a bit too trigger happy with the press? You don't do that this season. Like I need to do a video on Moises for sure because yeah, I've been very, very happy to see him, you know, raise his level now, man. And I've heard I got a super chat, but I'll answer that after this counter attack. Okay, Nico releases it to Neto, who's up against Bassi 1v1, and at least we win the corner. Anyway, it's super chat time. Love from Bangalore, India. Yes, my guy. Any key battles you're looking for today? Anything you are expecting or watching out for specific players and why? I've alluded to a few of them. I'm looking at Adama Traore versus Kukurea. I think that'd be quite interesting. I'm looking at how, you know, Nico Jackson performs today. I think he has to react now, especially after not doing better with the moments he had against Everton. I want to see how he reacts for sure. And I think, obviously, Sancho versus Robinson's going to be a key one. Seeing how he performs in that game. Let's see what he does. So there are some of the battles I'm looking at right now. If we can get some advantages in those areas, something can happen potentially. Okay. Diop back to Anderson. So Fulham, first 5 minutes has been all Fulham on the ball. But yeah, bro. Kanish, bro, thank you for the super chat, man. You know what? I was supposed to be in India in January. Obviously, my girl's like half Indian. Obviously, family have a big holiday planned there. They're going to be traveling in India for like 25 days. I just didn't think because of work I could physically do that, but it's a shame because I was supposed to go to one of the cousins' wedding, and like this cousin here, I hear that he does like big things in Bollywood. He's like a photographer for the Bollywood stars. His missus that he's marrying is like the makeup artist for Bollywood stars. I don't know their names, but I've seen them before, and they're like the bait Bollywood stars too, not just like some unknown ones. You know what I mean? So I just know that the wedding would have been a gas one. Because I've always wanted to go to an Indian wedding. I went to one of my boys' weddings like a few years back. You know, he's Pakistani. And that was just, yeah, the amount of people there was nuts. But like, this wedding in India would have been on a different level, to be honest with you. Hopefully at some point, but I mean, there's not many boys in their family, you know what I mean? So, yeah, it's a shame that I'm not going to be able to experience that. But I'm hoping to go to India at one point. You know, I've always wanted to visit. Anyway, Neto. Good. Don't you guys think that Neto is surprisingly strong with his upper body? Like, he's not afraid to get his body in front of his man. Anyway, again, it's all Fulham so far. It feels like I'll be doing this on purpose. I'll be attracting Fulham onto us so we can kind of get them on the counter-attack. Or is it just like the first 10 minutes, it has this little ebb and flow? Let's see. Anyway, Marco Silva's not happy about something. Yeah, I feel like not being much energy from us at the moment. I'm waiting for us to like come to life now. Maybe it will take like another 10 minutes, who knows? But come on, boys. Okay, Sancho chasing lost balls all the way up the field, just hoofed upfield by Robert Sanchez. Possession back to Fulham. The press, are we really looking to aggressively get there? Palmer reacting too slow. Then Enzo's like, Palmer, where were you? Maybe we're doing things differently. Is that the approach you guys think? That we're like allowing Fulham to come onto us a little bit? Because would you rather have Fulham come onto you, or would you rather break them down? I think that's the question we could probably all think about, and we'll get the answer once the whistle ends. But so far, not much threat from Fulham. They're like a lot of their moves in the final thirds, like constantly breaking down. Gusto, no silly mistakes. Let's play it back. Okay. Left foot pass, back to Robert Sanchez. Corwell now is on the ball. Levi. Telling Kukurea, get up the field. Who's he found? Palmer, can he get... Okay, Pereira just blocks off the passing lane then to Cole Palmer. I thought Cole, you know, he reacted a little bit slow then. There was a moment for him to receive that in that area then. Anyway, Enzo. Back to Tosin. Fulham doing what all teams are doing these days. They're looking to block passes off to our receivers in midfield. So again, when we break these teams down, That pass Cucurella just received. These are the areas we have to target. Anyway, Sancho. Oh, shit, bro. That was a nice idea from Jaden. But sometimes, Sancho, take the shot, man. Take the shot sometimes. For me, this was the optimum area to try and take a shot then. I get the, I get the idea playing the cross to the far post, but like realistically, how many goals are we going to score this season from these crosses to the far post? We don't have Osimhen. We don't have a big guy coming from behind. We don't really have that option. Anyway, a bit sloppy then. Cucurella doesn't bring down Adama. Adama on a power run right now. Spreads it wide to Iwobi. It feels like we have the situation controlled right now. Gusto, quick steps. Don't fall for it. Okay, good defending. And then a bit of a tame cross in the end. And Gusto just smashes it somewhere. And possession's gone back to Fulham. So, bit of a slower start right now. Okay, Nico wins that back now. A bit of a Nico run, but Nico, bro, like he's looking around him and he's allowed the ball to bobble. And now we get dispossessed now. That's sloppy, man. But anyway, Robert Sanchez, if any cross is coming in his 6-yard box, that ball is his. That's the season he's having right now. Anyway, Enzo, yes, nice 1-2. Parber now, he's moved central. Turns and plays it forward. If he finds Sancho 1v1 against Castagna, come on, Sancho, you got to skin him, bro. You got to skin him. Okay. Shit, man. The idea is calm. It's a calm idea, but are you necessarily going to profit from that? Could Palmer maybe have got a bit more pace behind that cross then? But that's ball covered by Fulham, so it'll be like an impossible ball that obviously goes through that Fulham defense then. But we're finding a little bit of joy on the counter-attack. And I don't know, I said this before already, but is this the game plan today? Just to let Fulham have the ball a bit, be a bit unpredictable. Like I remember, off tangent, when Zidane went to Real Madrid for the first time, when they won the Champions League, I think the uncharacteristic thing they did was that Zidane introduced a bit more defensive solidity for Real Madrid. So he introduced that, listen, we don't have to be on the ball to dominate. We can dominate off the ball. And like when they beat Atleti in the final, they allowed Atleti to have more possession than them. And, every Madrid game I saw beforehand was Madrid dominating teams on the ball. So, I don't know. I think when big teams kind of do that sometimes, it brings an unpredictable factor. And I think we're the best team probably on form this season when it comes to breaking teams down in the transition. So it's nice that we're kind of embracing that quality. Anyway, Sancho, 1v1, that's it, Jaden. That's it, Sancho. Come on, yes. That's it. Oh. Okay, okay. There wasn't a moment for Cole Palmer to, pass that back to Sancho. But he keeps the ball well, plays it to Moises. Tosin steps up. Gusto's inverted. He spreads it wide to Net on the right-hand side. He's facing his man. In swinger, but it's a shit cross in the box. They didn't have to do that at all. And I'm just thinking, who is that cross meant for, realistically? Anyway, finally, we're on the ball a little bit now. And now it's Fulham's turn to just get back in their shape and get back to their structure now. Okay. Again, they're looking to screen our midfield from receiving. But we're finding solutions out wide, especially like those pockets out wide. Like I don't know the best way to describe it, but where like the wing backy area, if you know what I mean. That's the only way to kind of play through this press so far. Tosin, bro, come on, man. That's sloppy, man. That's sloppy. Oh man, come on, man. Bro, these guys were training yesterday. There's no excuse to be moving this sloppy now. I'm sorry. Oh, ref. Yeah, it's a foul. Okay, Robinson. Tolson, don't fall for it. You've been training with this guy for how many years? You know his game inside and out. Somehow he finds the ball back to Iwobi, but that's okay. A bit of nothing then. But it just feels like we're like reacting kind of slow. I don't know what it is, but the intensity is not quite. Yeah, it's not quite there right now. I hope this ain't like a bad omen for where this game's going. Anyway, Corwall on the ball, heads up. Who can he find? Okay, in that channel and behind. Come on, Cuckoo. That's it, Kukurea. Nice. Back to Corwall. Difficult for Corwall to deal with. It's a Dharma. Ay. This guy, what a mad physiology he has in the Premier League. This guy's an NFL linebacker or whatever, man. Anyway, shit, Gusto can't find Enzo in behind. The idea was there, though. Quick 1-2, no. Plays it back to Neto. Corwall stepped up now. Who can he find? Who can he spot? Plays into the feet of Cole Palmer. Great, excellent takeaway. Oh, my Lord. That was fucking world class. That was world class from Cole Palmer. No way. What have I just seen? And then at the end, he just passes it into the net. What a player this guy is, man. What a genius. These men make the game look too easy, don't they? Look at that touch into space. He skips past one, he skips past two. Takes the shot early and just slots it away from the key. He passes it into the net, man. Wow. This is the quality you need to, get these leads against teams like this. Because what Fulham player could produce that moment? Iwobi can't do that. Iwobi can maybe get past the first man. But Iwobi's not getting a shot off afterwards. And he's definitely not scoring. Now that's what the quality we have. They're the advantages that we have. And it's nice that we can use player quality to problem solve, find the solutions, and give us the lead. Because today, we needed that lead against Fulham. What an unreal goal from Cole Palmer. And he's the ultimate. He's the ultimate type of attacking player. And honestly, one of the best videos I think I ever made was that video last season when we just signed him for Man City. Because I knew about him already. I'm not going to say I was an expert on him, but I knew what he was doing in the youth game. And I knew his reputation that he had. And I just felt like with the goals that he scored in the Community Shield and the Super Cup, and even what he was showing in flashes the season prior, like this was a guy that was ready for an opportunity. That's all he needed. Give me a canvas. Let me paint. Let me show you what I can do now. And for some reason, Guardiola, as City are suffering with right now, his weakness has always been, when do I phase out the old to bring in the new? That's always been Pep's thing. How do I phase out an old team to introduce a new one right now? You had the solutions there. You had Lavia. You had Cole Palmer. You had guys that you could have been utilising right now. To think De Bruyne will be probably leaving end of the season. Cole Palmer was literally there. He is the next embodiment of the next great Prem attacking midfield player. And you just let him come to us for nothing. It's outrageous, but I kind of love the poetic irony, because we suffered when we didn't have the foresight to believe in De Bruyne and Salah and these guys back in the day, right? We didn't have that foresight, but now we have the foresight. And it's funny because the foresight, a lot of it has come from hiring ex-Man City coaching staff, people in the hierarchy. They must have been frustrated as hell thinking, all these guys we've worked with over the years, this is the best generation of talent Man City have made in God knows how long, and you're not giving these guys a pathway. You're not respecting the great work we've done, the preparation, the coaching, the management, everything that's been done to produce this level of player. Man City couldn't see it, but we did, and look how that could benefit us now. It's unreal, but this is what I keep saying about Cole Palmer. You don't have to be in the game 24/7 to be able to affect things, because that's what you can do. Even against Everton, he went on 2 of these runs. And I'm liking that this season, now that Palmer's a bit more central at times, he's showing off his dribbling skills a lot more this season. How many times is he getting past 1 or 2, man? Close control, superb half turns, all them little details, man. Okay, Palmer, okay, he's definitely riding the high of that goal because that was just pure gas. But we win it somehow. We get there. Neto, end product. Neto cuts it back to Cole, who sets up. Oh, it's a shame that there was just no pace to any of those like final balls then. But the imagination, the ideas, that was quite sick. Enzo Fernandez reborn. He just makes that situation his. Neto, that was a nice cutback, but Palmer, it was just behind him slightly, and he could, again, it was. I like the creativity. I like the thinking behind that. Fucking hell, Tosin. What was Tosin waiting for, bruv? What was he waiting for? I was getting confused by that then. Yeah, you could have just stepped up a bit earlier to close that shooting angle down, no? What the hell was that? Look, he's backing away for who? Come on, Tosin, please, man. No Fulham play today. No Fulham consistency today, please. But anyway, I've got another super chat here. I'm so sorry. That goal was so sexy. You deserve this chat. Thank you, man. But that goal, you know what I mean? Bro, it's nice that the technical players are coming back into the game now. It feels like, I don't know, but is it me? You guys don't have to agree with me, but does it feel like we're starting to slowly move away from this like manager control tactics now, you know? Are we finally moving away from like total control? Are we letting the players cook again? Are we letting the players be the difference makers? Listen, if I was an investor in this game from America, I've overpaid billions to be able to put my foot in the stool to make money from the game. Ideally, I would want the players to be shining because ultimately they're always going to attract the fan bases. That they make the game happen, right? Are we finally seeing the players now having a bit of joy back in their games, having a bit more freedom to play in now? You know, maybe I'm talking too soon, but the football, no way it could have gone the Guardiola direction of like, total robotic system. Nah. Not this beautiful game. I'm sorry. Anyway, Palmer again. Oh, Megs. Oh, Cole Palmer is on it today, man. Cole Palmer is on his football today. He must have had a great Christmas yesterday because like, where is this coming from? Oh, Palmer, man. Bro, he can dribble. He can assist, score goals, make runs. I mean, the guy is just he's like the perfect attacking weapon, Listen, a lot of it we thank Enzo Maresca, who did a lot of great work with Cole Palmer. Like, under Maresca, in that City youth team, Palmer was playing, in midfield as an 8 on the left and the right. He played on the wings. He played false 9. He played as a 10. Like, he got, optimum coaching, man. Optimum coaching to get to this position. Okay, Andreas Pereira. Wasn't too long ago, this guy turned into Ronaldinho and was just running absolute rings around us. The dark times, I'm happy that we can force him to these speculative shots outside the box now. But Cole Palmer, man, he just injected some different life and energy into this game. Yeah. The good players, they make this shit look so simple and easy, don't they? I think to myself, why can't everyone just do that? It's not like I haven't seen that action before, But yeah, Palmer, what a special player. Tosin, I don't like what I'm seeing from Tosin so far, to be honest with you. There's a few little sloppy, it's like the second time he's being, giving the ball away easily. Just some sloppy stuff for no reason now. Anyway, Kukurea, play it back. He could have played it to Moises, but fair enough. Cobble on the ball. Back to Tosin. Caicedo receiving unmarked on the left sides. Sees the press coming, plays it back to Tosin. Palmer just drops into a beautiful area. Spreads it by to Sancho. 1v1 against his man. Sancho, take the shot off sometimes, Sancho. Like, you're that good on the ball. You're that good at taking your man on. I know that he can take these shots off for himself. Look at that goal against Tottenham that he scored. He can do that a lot more frequently. Yeah? I just think there's been 2 occasions that he should have just taken the shot and made something happen. At least test the keeper sometimes, Like, I can't see Nicholas Jackson profiting from this eye of the needle stuff all the time. Like, it just doesn't work like that. Okay, Tosin. Okay, goods. Levi Cole. To Kukurea. Like, I'm thinking to myself, is Cuckoo like really inverting like that in this game so far? Or does he have license to, I don't know. I've not seen him invert as much. I feel like I'm seeing him more on the wide left right now. Maybe it's like we're respecting the wide threat of Fulham, right? Obviously, Robinson, Castagna, Adama, you know, these guys aren't bad players. Sancho, come on, good work rate. You know, the game against Everton, Sancho, I think, won like 12 out of 20 ground duels. I mean, one positive this season is that Maresca has been able to get these attacking guys to buy into working off the ball. Yeah, I don't know why the good managers can do that, but, you know, I'm seeing Felix looking like Gallagher at times. I'm seeing a lot of these guys putting in work. Anyway, Bassey's just going, Bassey's turning to Roberto Carlos all of a sudden. And Robert Sanchez, near post, man. Near post Robert Sanchez. Yeah? No, he doesn't make these stupid mistakes where balls are going underneath him anymore. Bassey, all out from nowhere. But these are the areas that Fulham have been really good at this season. Oh. And that's it. Sanchez is there. He covered his angles well. Just turn to Roberto Carlos from nowhere then. Okay, Enzo. On the ball. Great pass. I don't know what Cole was thinking then. I feel like so far Nico's not getting great service from the team right now. Palmer. But look how he receives, you know, like with his right foot into space. By doing that, it means that his body orientation is now facing the goal, you know. It's just, and like, I swear Palmer's like, is he like 6'1" or 6'2"? Like he's a bit lanky, right? Like he's not a small guy, but it's the balance he has, like the body swerves. You know what I mean? He can change direction just like that, left foot, right foot. For someone with this frame, maybe it's the fact that he's not like the bulkiest guy. He's not top heavy. Does that allow him to have like a stronger, low, you know, center of gravity? Maybe he does a lot of like core work as well. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think his ability to just you know, he turns into Ozil when he's doing these little body swerves, and you know, yeah, like it's weird. Like I do see, I've always thought that I see like a little bit of Ozil in Palmer, but I think Palmer actually, might sound crazy to some of you guys, but I think Palmer's the better player than Ozil, because Ozil can't, you know, he never had the end product, but Palmer can do both, you know. And he'll have more longevity in his career because he can do both. Okay. Calvin Bassey. Good closing down from Nico. That's it, Sancho. Good pressing, boys. Can we force a mistake? Jimenez holds the ball off well. Okay, that's decent play from Fulham, to be fair. I've seen a lot of teams fold in these areas when we press them and close them down. So that was pretty decent from Fulham. But they've messed up here, thank God. Most times when you're forcing it back to the opposition's goalkeeper, they're more prone to give the ball away. What? Come on, man. That's sloppy, boys. Come on. How did you give the ball back to them for free then? Okay. Diop into the feet of Adama. When this guy turns, this flipping fake footballer, man. Okay. Anyway, Sancho's definitely been told that, listen, you're supporting Kukurea today, yeah? You're not slacking off the ball, Sancho. Yeah, your buddy needs you today. But yeah, I'm not going to lie, you guys. It's a nice Christmas present, right? That Cole Palmer goal. Oof. Yeah, man. Bro, I'm sorry, man. I feel like some of the coaches in this country, they have to get some credit now. Like, we're finally producing, like, these classy, like, continental looking players in this country now, you know? Now we're looking quite stacked when it comes to these, like, attacking mids and these wingers that can, like, play inside, and, you know what I mean? I think the only thing that we don't produce in this country is the midfielder who can maybe control the tempo a bit more. Like, we've had it in flashes, right? We saw Paul Scholes eventually convert to be that type of guy. Michael Carrick, again, one of those guys where if he was in today's generation, but he's probably like the undisputed first team player in England's national team. I don't know why it's like that. Maybe it's because we just produce a different type of presence in midfield here. I don't know. But we've made lots of strides, man. And I think players like Palmer, they're like the culmination, they're like the crowning achievement of the great work that's been done in academies in this country to produce players like this. Because I think Palmer could be playing for Madrid, for Barca, for any team in this world, and he's improving them. And he's just, a very smart, intelligent, multi-purpose threat. And it's not easy to be that good at both things, scoring and assisting. Most players are only good at one part of the game. To be good at both, it's a special talent, Especially like with this whole nonchalant thing going on too. But yeah, his nonchalant gimmick makes me laugh though, to be honest with you. I saw that TikTok with him and his girl when he's just like showing off his fit that he's wearing. That's the most energy I've ever seen Cole Palmer show on screen that's not on a football field, to be honest with you. Thank you. I mean, super pass from Anderson. Okay, free kick. You know what, Palmer? You know what would make my Christmas even better? Top bins. Top bins this corner right now. Okay, Nico. I mean, he kind of foresighted from nowhere. That nice little Cruyff turn at the end, though. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, he's so... And it made Anderson look silly twice then. Come on, Cole. I know you can top bins this for me, bro. I know you can top bins this for me now. Come on, Cole. Cole Palmer hat-trick incoming. Is it that type of game today? Hey, we'll find out. That's it, Cole, man. Let's ignore these guys. I don't even know why they're talking to you right now. But, yeah, you're going to do your own thing right now. Come on. Yes, my guy. I'll answer the super chat in a second. I need to see what's happening with this free kick. Is Enzo, does he want to take that? Hey, if Enzo wants to get his goals and assists up today, hey, I think he deserves to be honest with you. Come on, please. Back this free kick. Back this free kick. Come on, boys. Yo, who's taking this? Is that 10 yards? Did I see this the ref then? I mean, it must be. What am I talking about? Yeah. What's happening? What's happening? Come on, Cole. I know you can top bins this for me, man. I got nothing. I got no gifts for Christmas yesterday. Please. Here's what it is. Malo Gusto. Enzo, nice little, just outside the boot control. Then quick feet from Gusto. That was a nice idea. Okay, we couldn't take advantage there. But that's what I like about Enzo. He just does these, like, his problem solving, under pressure. I think that's what really separates him. That's why I've always seen this little bit of Modric in him, in that sense, where, when you think you have them contained, he's doing some crazy close control, or he's using the outside of his boot to change directions. He's like one step ahead all the time, which I really like about Enzo. But anyway, I got a super chat here. Oh shit, bro, you definitely bro. Yeah, that's a lot you gave me, man. Thank you so much. Sorry that it took me so long to finally see this, but yeah, I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Who's your dream centre back and goalkeeper targets? And have you ever done a collab with George Benson? Love your channel, bro. Now, thank you so much for that super chat, man. Let me just answer that after this moment here. Nico tries to take the free kick early to find Palmer. It feels like right now there's a moment to take advantage of Fulham, but they're making a few more mistakes they weren't doing previously. Keepers hitting it out of play. Centre backs giving possession back to us for free. Giving away like lots of like silly fouls now. It's like our second free kick in like 3 minutes. These are the moments where it's like, can we now capitalize, get the second goal and kill this game off now? Can we do that? So, bro, I'm going to get back to your super chat for sure. Let me just see what happens with this free kick first, and then we can take it from there then. Okay. Is that going to be Palmer again, or is Enzo taking that, or is this like more of like a back post type of set piece now? I'm seeing the big guys on the far post, and Tosin and Levi. I wish I could lip read to know what they're saying now. You know what? These are times where I miss, like, you remember Alex? Remember the Brazilian centre back Alex? Okay, that's a far post thing. Oh, shit! Oh, Cucurella, man. This guy is attacking crosses like nothing these days. That should have been 2-0 though. Cuckoo, hey, I have to keep it real. That should have been 2-0 then. Yeah? To be on marks like that, you had time to like even direct your header. That was 2-0 right there. Okay. That was a far post one. But look at the disguise for that. Oh, shit. Sancho. Oh, I had the needle stuff, bro. But Cucurella, he is such like a... He's like such like a secret weapon for us because, yeah, he's quite strong aerially, I have to say. Like, he's quite strong aerially. But, bro, Cucurella, man, that was your moment. Shit, come and close that shot down. Okay, there's Fulham keep it on. And, yes, they somehow keep that on. And the referee is blown. And that's our ball now. But, bro, I'm going to answer your question now. My dream centre-back and goalkeeper. Listen, one keeper I've always liked has been Diogo Costa. I've always rated him, especially like his ability to open the game up with his passing. But I have to say, you know, after seeing how guys like Cucurella have transformed themselves here, you know, I get to this point now where I don't fall for the trap of always thinking, you know, you have to always buy your way to success. You know, sometimes what you have can actually get better, can actually improve. And I think to myself now, we've got Robert Sanchez who's stepping up. We've got Jorgensen who looks like he's hungry. Then we've got Slonina, Penders, and we've got Petrovic who's doing his thing in League One. We've got 5 keepers. You know, unless we see that Sanchez can't maintain this consistency, is it worth forcing the signing of a new keeper right now? I feel like for the keeper situation, I'm waiting. I'm taking my time first and I'm assessing how the season ends. I don't think we have to prepare for anything right now until the season ends. And listen, if we see that Sanchez can't maintain this, and at heart he's like a quality number 2, whatever, okay, I'm looking at like elite options now, like Costa, Mike Magnon. But again, they come with big money. But then it does seem like money is going to be coming back in abundance at this football club. The sponsors we're securing, Champions League returning back, and all these type of aspects, right? So let's see how it goes. But for centre-backs, again, I think I'm looking for smart options. And maybe one player I'm looking towards might be Mark Gurley. Oh, Nico Jackson brought down cynically by Anderson. Take that card out right now, ref. Take it out. Anderson, man, he's really like this last... From the 30th minute onwards, he's really just like flopping hard for Fulham right now. Cynically takes down Nico Jackson. But yeah, going back to centre-backs, I'm looking at Mark Gurley. I think homegrown status is important. He's going to be stupidly cheap because he's in his like final year at Crystal Palace. I think they're the type of smart moves he make because we got Wesley, we got Colwell, we have other options, and we have Ansel Mino as well. So I don't know. I think we have to be smart. If there was like an elite option, I don't know who I would target. There's interesting options about. But, you know, there's talks of Ronaldo Araujo from Barcelona. But I've always thought that Araujo is sick. But he's not, like, you know, like the idea of Araujo is better than the reality. Like, he's still a very good player. But, like, he is not like the, like, Thiago Silva level type of, like, excellence 9 times out of 10 type of player, you know? Like, he can be a bit too hasty. You know, he can... gift moments to the opposition for trying to win back every ball for no reason. When you don't have to do that sometimes. So yeah, I'm not too sure, but I think Mark Gurley for us, I think he could synergize quite well with the squad, which is important. And I think they're the type of guys I'm looking at, to be honest, man. And in terms of collabing with George Benson, hey, you guys, I mean, who would you like to see me collab with? I've done it with Eunice recently. The video I wasn't that pleased by. I had someone edit the video. By the time I received it, it was either, listen, I either release this or I just don't, because nothing could be done to save it. And I had to just release it anyway, right? Because I really like the conversation that me and Eunice had. But yeah, I think me and George did something like years back. But obviously he's a busy guy. But maybe I'll reach out. I'll see if he's on doing something. If that's the type of stuff you guys want to see. But it's nice, you know, in the Chelsea YouTube scene, you know, there isn't any sense of like competition or like bad vibes or whatever. Listen, there's been some moments here and there coming from my side, but that's all kind of being like aired out, and you know, it was never that deep where it was, you know, ever going to be anything serious to begin with. But yeah, it's actually quite a nice scene, I'll be honest. Like, I'm not just saying it because, you know, I have to. I like to keep it real. But yeah, I think they're all pretty decent guys. Yeah, everyone's kind of got a good energy. Everyone supports when they have to. You know, it's nice. You know, I can't really complain. So yeah, I'll see. Maybe I'll reach out to George and see if he's on doing something. But yeah, bro, Crescentio, man, thank you so much for that super chat. Yeah, you sent a lot, man. You sent a lot, bro. £20. Yeah, that's kind of crazy, man. Okay, I'm hoping that we keep this lead now, going into the second half. Moises, it's always there to break up the play, right? Oh, Palmer just couldn't get his touch off then, but it was a nice idea. Okay, Robinson, little rare overlap from Robinson. Shit. Oh, good perseverance, and Kukureya's there, man. Oh, come on, boys, keep this lead. Back into the box, headed away from Moises, and it seems like we've prevented the danger then. But see, when Robinson, you know, one of the most improved players in the Prem, you'd have to argue is Anthony Robinson, one of the top 5 fullbacks in the league. Yeah. If I was someone like a Man City, you know, I'm struggling in defense. I'm saying, you know what, Anthony Robinson, Fulham, here's 40 million. We need you right now to try and improve our season. Oh yeah, Wobi, there's these little like smart runs he makes. Bassi, he gets forwards. That low key, that left side of Robinson, Iwobi, you know, Bassi, like, it causes a lot of problems for teams. You know, you see Bassi's not afraid to carry that ball into the final third. Robinson, you know, once he can overlap, isolate 1v1, there's a lot of end product that comes out from him. And Iwobi, you know, I've always thought Iwobi was a very like good football player, and it's nice that he's like rewarded for, you know, being like a nice technical type of player. Anyway, Neto. Oh, shit, that was a nice idea, them to drag back. But there was, again, you know, Nico and Palmer just kind of swarmed out by Fulham players then. But I don't know, like Neto, listen, I don't like doing this comparison, but sometimes I feel like I'm forced into it. Just because, like, I don't like the unfairness in the conversation. But, like, I don't know. I'm going to sound mad. But if Madueke was playing this game right now, and he did everything that Neto has done in this game currently, I know there'd be guys on Twitter that's already got the fail comments ready, that's already saying, get Noni off, not good enough, overrated, this, that. But when Neto puts in the same performance, it's just kind of like, well, okay, we wait expectantly because something will come from this soon. It's just I just don't like the unfairness, you know. Anyway, Tolson, beautiful challenge to win that. Oh, Nico Jackson with the chest control, but I love Enzo Fernandez instantly knew I'm playing that ball in between the defense, and it nearly got executed then. But come on, boys, I feel like give Nico some proper service in this game now, you know? Like, give him something to, like, really work with. Like, give him a meal. Yeah, he's starving on the field right now. But I've got a super chat here. Kanish, bro. Thank you, man. I'm curious, do you do this full time? Yeah, man. I've been doing it full time recently, for sure. Before that, though, I would work for my dad for his business. Yeah, I obviously went to uni. I used to do civil engineering. I had no idea that this would be something I'd be doing eventually, which is like the funny thing about life. But yeah, I got into YouTube because yeah, I mean, I've always been a football nerd, as you guys can tell. I can just talk about football for days, and I just needed an outlet, and online was the only outlet I had for my football. I didn't even have any strong aspirations that this could even be a full-time thing at some point, right? Not at all. It was simply, listen, I've got all this football talk in me. I need to release it somehow. It's not satisfying doing these Reddit posts or like blog posts and shit like that. And yeah, it just became a thing after a while, and I just kind of committed to it recently. So yeah, man, it's cool, but also it can come with its own little difficulties sometimes. Imagine like you're talking about your passion 24/7 every single year. Like it can be a bit difficult at times, and then you have to like make like an art and craft project all the time around your passion. Because that's what I see YouTube videos like, right? It's like an arts and craft project where you have to constantly create. And I feel like to do it properly, you have to be in a good headspace. You know what I mean? You have to be in a good social space, good like mentally, physically, all those types of things. It makes a big difference in the content, or how you talk, how you present, the ideas you come with, X, Y, Z. And I feel like, recently, listen, around like October time, November, I kind of had to take a little time away. I'll be honest, I was feeling quite burnt out. Especially after summer periods. I realized after every summer covering the windows and stuff, it leaves me very burnt out, because it's like every day I'm making like a video or two a day. And, it can be quite like isolating in the office sometimes, But it's just like, if I'm going to like continue this even more, I need to kind of re-strategize around what I do and, like find more optimum ways to be a YouTuber, basically. Anyway, Nico Jackson, can he do his Henry impression? Oh, that's it. What a tackle. What a flipping tackle from Batsy. My Lord. I see at the end, you had to see Palmer show love for that tackle, because, yeah, that was 2-0 wrapped up. That was an excellent ball in behind from Nico then. Or, shit, who was that from? I can't remember. But what a slide interception from Batsy then. Damn. I have to rate that. That was a great play then. But not going to lie, in a game like this where, listen, it's not been a perfect half from us. We've looked at maybe like at second gear at times, The fact that we now have a lead, thanks to the genius, the beauty, the magnificence of Cole Palmer. Yeah, that's what you need in games like this sometimes. Can your big stars, can they step up and can they do something for the team? But my friends, halftime now. Let's discuss what's going on. Let me pause the manual clock. Let me just pause that right now. Okay, it's not paused. Hey, I'll switch it up later on. But in the meantime, my friends, let me answer some of your questions right now. How are you feeling about this first half? What's impressed you? What's disappointed you? What's something that we have to be wary of against Fulham for the second half? Yeah, now's your time to shine. Now's your time to get your questions coming in now. Joyce Fisher, Neto, not better than Madueke. He's just, why? And cost more money. Hey, it's getting straight to the point. I feel you, man. I feel you. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like, because I like both players, I just think that every season now, when these like unnecessary player comparisons are like introduced, it's just like, at what point is it just redundant, I only get into it because it's like, keep the fairness consistent. Like, keep the fairness consistent for Noni and keep the fairness consistent for Neto. You can't be making up excuses for Neto that you would not make up for Madueke and vice versa. They're the little internet things that just kind of peeve me off. I know I'm supposed to ignore it and not care, but I've always been a guy my whole life where it's like, come on, consistency, that's all I ask for. Fairness, that's all I care about. You know what I mean? Your opinion is your opinion, but at least make it a fair one. You know what I mean? Don't be changing the rules up because you like this guy and you don't like that guy. I hate that type of stuff, to be honest with you. But anyway, moving on. Yusuf, bro, how you doing? Okay, we don't do that here. Without the mask, yes, without the mask. First without the mask. That's how I actually remember you guys, because every time I post a video, yeah, next 5 seconds, your comment comes through. But what are you saying, bro? Shit, I think I just lost you. Sorry, I'm a bit embarrassed about that now. Okay, I found you. Nini, civil engineering makes sense. Your ability to analyze is top tier. I appreciate that, man. But you listen, like, ability to analyze, I also feel that comes from having to have like a sense of like self-reflection and honesty with yourself. And that means that you've got to kind of be honest about your flaws and your limitations too. I think a lot of times we feel like we can't be honest about them or bring them into the conversation because our egos aren't allowed. But, you know, that's just why, like, for example, you know, why I talk about the game how I do, you know, comes from that type of energy, you know what I mean? But yeah, I was doing that at one point in civil engineering. Honestly, it was a massive mistake. Personally, if I was to go back and do my life again, I would have done psychology. It might sound a bit like crazy to you guys, but I would have done psychology because I'm quite good at like reading people and understanding human nature. I've always been that type of friend where, like, if people have problems, they kind of come to me because I'll give you like an unbiased, unfiltered take that sometimes you need to hear. And it's like not everyone trusts someone enough to want to hear something about themselves, you know what I mean? So I don't know. If I was to go back in life, I would have done psychology because I've always been fascinated by it. But I never did it, man, because I had a strict African mum growing up. I don't know if any of you guys can relate to that. I think my mum was a bit too strict at times, to be honest with you. It's crazy. Like, she only knew, like, she knows I've been doing YouTube for a few years, but she only actually, like, even knew the name of my channel from last year. Can you imagine that? That's like the first time she even knew the name of it, because she used to hate me playing football. She used to hate me doing anything with football. Always like force the books and X, Y, Z, and yeah. So in the end, it's just like I'm doing shit just to make her happy and not even thinking about myself. Like, engineering, I'm not an engineer at heart, you know, and I shouldn't have like wasted all those years doing it, to be honest with you. But yeah, I don't even know. I don't know what's in my drink today, but I'm kind of talking way more openly than I should be. But I do have a super chat here though. Anakin, honestly, the fight and bow in the team. It's good to see, right? That goal, Cole Palmer, absolute genius, man. But anyway, let me answer a few more questions. Heba Badir, Enzo, Moy, Palmer, best this half. We need urgency in Fulham's half. Madueke is missed today. I can bet you he would have bagged from one of those opportunities. So, okay, what are you guys saying? Are you keeping Neto and Sancho on? Who are you taking off to introduce Madueke? That's what I want to know from you guys. Dougie Allison. Good to see Palmer back scoring, plus Enzo and Caicedo being quality after last week's Everton. Yeah, for sure. I thought Enzo was probably our best outfield player, and also alongside Caicedo. So it was great that, you know, $250 million midfield. They are like one of the most consistent presences in our team right now. So that is, yeah, that's been the biggest difference maker. Now, last season was hard for both of them. Enzo, of course, had his injuries and clearly personal things behind the scenes. And Moises didn't have any pre-season. He signed for us in the worst condition possible. He had all this mental pressure on him based on the price tag. It took him a few months to find himself and show what he can do. But it's great that all those things have been alleviated and we're seeing the quality these guys have always had now. But moving on. Pagher, the 2 wins are dead and not working in this match. Well, I learnt Madueke isn't on the bench. Okay. David, Caicedo and Enzo playing well, 100%. Wendy, needs to bring on Noni or for Neto or Felix for Neto. So you guys are already thinking maybe Neto off. Interesting. I mean, Neto is like quite direct. I feel like his skill set in terms of how he gets past his man is not the most unpredictable thing. He has like a very reliable type of dribbling skill set that he turns to every single time. I think that's why I've liked seeing him on the left, because it does introduce a different balance for us. And I think a lot of times, you know, the opposition, you know, down that left, they're not always like on top of that, right? And I think when you have like a Madueke who can cut inside, add a bit more unpredictability. But with Neto's like, you know, reliability on the left, I think it's a decent balance, because one of these guys, I think the issue I see sometimes is that Sancho or Neto, they don't take enough shots. At least with Noni Madueke, you're guaranteed that he's going to at least test the goal or try something. I feel like Neto prefers maybe facilitate his teammates with crosses, And Sancho is always just looking for the pass instead of taking the shot. Even when a lot of times he can probably force a shot and take a bit of a risk sometimes. It can be a little annoying for me sometimes. So I think in terms of balance, I get what you guys are saying. We need a goal threat guy and we need a creator. So could Neto be coming off or Sancho? Time's going to tell, man. But anyway, Anthony, Noni isn't on the bench. Okay, great. So that's that then. That's the Noni talk over. Actually, let me see the flipping team lineup, just so I can actually understand what the hell is going on. Okay. Okay. One sec, you guys. One sec. In the meantime, let me answer some questions. Tatako Sani, Enzo's last play should have been a shot. I agree. Phil, Palmer and Enzo are best players, 100%. And I like that when Enzo has license to get forwards, of course, you see how he facilitates the team in all areas. You know, against Everton, for the first 60 minutes was like, for Enzo to be this deep the entire time, like, come on, man, give this guy some life. You know, let him show what you can do outside of just receiving and passing, you know. Joyce, Neto playing like a defender. Is he a winger? Football science. Felix for Sancho need more oomph. I wonder what it is with Felix. Is it like, obviously, like still getting back to peak fitness? Is Maresca not seeing enough? I mean, the reality is that Felix was signed by the boards. He wasn't asked for by Maresca. And I think about the board's decision to go for Felix. Was it more like a opportunistic move? Because Amora Dion fell through. In the end, we tried to sign Amora Dion for half the price. LA didn't like that. And it was ironic because Porto basically signed Amora Dion for 50% of his economic rights in a similar move that we tried to attempt. But I think it never worked for us because we already agreed on a certain deal. Then we tried to switch things up then. But in hindsight, would we have been a bit better if we had an actual out-and-out striker behind Nico Jackson we could turn to, instead of a Felix where, even in games like this where you think he can maybe add something new, he's not even really turned to now as much. I think that's the puzzling thing. So I don't know. I'm going to give him some grace. Is it just he needs some time? We'll find out in it, but let's see what goes on. Anyway, Ronnie, exactly, Nini. I get angry when I see Sancho trying to pass instead of shooting. Like, I get it. He's a creator, but my God, bro. Like, you can... I saw what you did at Dortmund, for God's sake, yeah? Not every move when you beat a man has to be looking for a teammate. Take the shot sometimes, you know? Like, if we always have this energy for Madueke to have to constantly excel and achieve, we should keep this energy for your Sanchos and for your Netos as well. You know what I mean? Like I said, I just like fairness. I'm not here to say one's better than the other. Just keep the arguments fair. Okay, I'm not even going to try and attempt this. But I'm just going to call you Abs Idris. Missing piece in Everton was Kukurea. 1000%. James McKenzie. Neto is not an upgrade on Noni. Compare Noni and Neto stats and you will see Noni is clear of that man for sure. Listen, I think Neto was great. He'll probably get better the more he's more acclimatized to the rhythm of the team and his teammates. You know, he's playing on the left some weeks, he's playing on the right some weeks. I get it, you know. But yeah, this argument that he's an upgrade on Noni, I feel this. It's just social media talk, to be fair. I think for next year, I need to stop taking the social media talk too serious sometimes, because a lot of times, man, it's a 14-year-old behind the screen who, you know, he got a Chelsea shirt with Neto's name on the back for his birthday. Obviously, you're going to be riding for him. You know what I mean? I get that. Miles, Joao second half. Hey, we'll see. If he doesn't come on second half, then I think there's a conversation there. But we'll find out. Junior, timer is still on. Yeah, I know. I don't know why it does that. But yeah, it's still on at the moment. But when the second half starts, don't worry, man. I'm going to get rid of that shit. Don't you worry. Nuhu, Gusto seems to have taken up a new role. He's been struggling for some time now. Neto was struggling in the right because of Bassi and the Iwobi combination. Jackson needs to up his game, really. Oh, I feel the opposite. I feel like Nico hasn't got as much service, but the few times he has, he's won some like interesting free kicks for us. I feel the team could do more to release him. if I'm being honest with you. So I think that's a little bit harsh. But I get your point you're making about the right-hand side play. You know, we're noticing how Robinson and Iwobi and Bassey have a bit more confidence, right, to attack us down that left side. Are we seeing the same level of intensity from Neto and Gusto right now? I don't think so, but I don't know. One argument I've always had for Noni is that because he's had the fortune of playing with your Gustos and Palmers all flipping season and Enzos, I just feel like there's like the split-second differences I see in terms of the combination plays, the threat we see from that side, etc., etc. You know, I wonder if he could be turned to, but then equally, I don't know if he's on the bench, which is something I'm forgetting. I swear Noni's on the... No, he's not, you guys. Yeah, Noni's not on the bench. This whole conversation we're having is based on what Noni could bring, but he's not in the team today. Give me one sec, you guys. But on the bench, of course, looking at Nkunku, forgotten man, just not needed. And I just find it interesting that, you know, when Felix wasn't signed after his loan spell with us, you know, we spent big money, spent a lot of time securing Nkunku. And I find it interesting that, like, fast forward a year later after signing him, we then go back to introducing Felix, who's been given a few more opportunities to shine in that role compared to Nkunku. And I don't know, I just feel like, you know, are these like some of the final mistakes that we made in terms of recruitment where I don't get it. But I don't know. I always feel a little bit sad for Nkunku because this guy is a top class player that actually affects the game a lot. And he just rarely gets an opportunity to shine. And, you know, it's kind of crazy that we can't rely upon him. You know, last season, if we had him, that could have been the difference between 6th and 4th place, right? But now that we have him consistently, he doesn't even get to play in his position at all. So it is what it is. But I guess now that Maresca's making more sense with this team, he'd rather have midfield players in these positions and like 110 instead of having 210s who can't really keep that level of intensity off the ball, right? But yeah, you know, I'm looking at the options right now. That Palmer goal is even more significant because I can't imagine Maresca turning to Tyree George, Mark Yu, even though, listen, I think against Everton, he could have given the kid the final 10 minutes, right? After the height he scored, like, you know, at least give him a moment to show what he can do. But you're looking at Felix and Nkunku, and if Felix comes on, you know, I think my only criticism I have of Felix is that his shooting is never on target. For someone who regularly wants to beat his man and take shots off, he's not forcing saves from the goalkeeper. It baffles me. And the only explanation I have for that is that his shooting, he goes for the hardest option all the time. Now look at Cole Palmer. There's like a simplicity and a beauty behind what he does, right? You see that little side-footed finish. Now tell yourself this. Could you ever imagine Joao Felix finishing like what Palmer did then? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Felix would rather attempt the hardest thing. He'd rather flick the ball up in the air and take a half volley attempt compared to just side-footing it, going for precision over, you know, flair or difficulty. I think that's the only thing I see from him, because I think to myself, the excitement I had around Felix, you know, from when he was at Benfica to his few early seasons with Atleti, I was like, this guy might be like the European version of Neymar. This guy is going to be a Ballon d'Or contender. That was the level. That was how Felix announced himself into the game. It was explosive, you know, and I can see why Atleti spent 120 mil to try and force a move then. Oh, offside anyway. So I think to myself, why the hell is Felix not being able to live up to this type of hype? And it's maybe just like, look at his game. And I just feel like, you know, players like Neymar are just on a different level because, you know, Neymar can do 10 different things at any one time, right? And 9 or 8 times out of 10, it's the right decision. But with Felix, it's not. Maybe if he wasn't at Atleti, where he had to be a one-man army all the time, if he was at, I don't know, under Guardiola or something, having that type of coach on him to hone his game, to fine-tune it, to get him to simplify things here and there, he could have been better for that. But I don't know. That's the only explanation I have for why Felix has not been able to level up in his career now. He's just been at a static level and there's not been any digression or real improvement. I don't know. It's an interesting one. But anyway, we have the ball now in our half. Let me just put the timer back on. .46. Give me like 8 seconds and I'll put the timer back on. 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Okay, calm. Okay. The timer is aligned. We have the ball in our own half. Sanchez releases that to Tosin. Palmer, is that yours? Enzo. Can we try and control that Fulham left side a little bit more now? Okay, Caicedo mops up. Is he mopping up the danger quite well in this game so far? Showing that ability this season to be in the right areas at the right time to break up the opposition's play. I like that. Oh, Colwill. Oh, what a ball, man. Like, bro, I just love how Colwill just punches the ball. Like, he makes it look so easy, but it's not. Anyway, Robert Sancho. Jadon Sancho. On the ball on the left side, facing his man, plays it back to Cuckoo, who's played a lot wider in this game compared to inverting, which has been a little interesting tweak. Now he's cutting in, attracting the pressure on him, changes direction outside the boot, still maintains possession, plays it back to Enzo. There's something happening here. Neto. Back to Gusto, who plays it inside. And we're trying to just draw Fulham onto us right now. Caicedo. Nice, lovely ball. Into Cucurella on the left side. Drills it to Enzo. Enzo outside the box. Oh! That was top quality football. Left, right. No slowing of pace. And then Enzo controls that beautifully to set himself up with a shot. And just a technique then to go for like the Yaya Toure type of like inverted curler. Ooh, that was a top save from Leno. That was good football. Come on, Enzo. I love for Enzo to continue a streak of getting like either a goal or an assist. I've been liking his set piece deliveries recently. Can he do the? Can he make it 2-0 now? Enzo, nice control of the chest. Can he do it again? Oh, that's even worse than the first one, mate. But he has the ball again. Outside the boot pass to Cole. Oh, that's the goal. Oh, come on, man. Offside. Oh, shit, man. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, Cole offside. If only that was left for Nico. Nico was onside then. It was coming his way. This is what I mean. It's just not being Nico's day. Like, that little piece of luck you need. You think to yourself, Nico has the opportunity then to be able to, right the wrongs against Everton and score from a similar opportunity. But that's it, 1-0. It's not going to be that easy. Okay, I haven't changed the scores. It will update itself eventually. I'm part of this this network where they have this like system in place basically. Okay, good pressing by Gusto to force Iwobi back. Nico put pressure on the ball carrier and Anderson just clears that to any man. And Neto, nice little subtle push and we have the ball again. Sanchez into Levi. Who's Levi found? Who's making runs? That's it. Beautiful pass again from Levi Colwill. He's a very good passer. I mean, we keep forgetting Colwill is 21 years old. Like, we don't gas him enough as we should. How many defenders this age are this good at 21? When there's a lot more work that you need to put into your game to even level up. Like, I think that we could be championing Colwill a lot more this season, to be honest with you. Palmer, that's unlucky. But the run then, see what I mean? Neto, he's not running towards the goal then. Like, you should be on the far post. You're thinking to yourself, shit, if Nico spreads this across the goal then, I have an opportunity to score from this. And that's the difference between Neto and Madueke, because I think, I'm not saying Madueke will constantly be in that area, but he is more likely. He is more likely to be, you know, attacking the spaces then and getting to the far post. I mean, I don't know. It's a shame that Noni's not here in this game though, obviously. But we do miss him. And I think that's why Maresca's been more inclined to using Noni more this season compared to Neto down that side. But yeah, I'm not going to lie. If there was one player, oh shit, Adama Traore just stepped out for no reason. Iwobi, oh my flipping lord. I thought that was it. I thought that was it then. See, this season, these things are going in for Iwobi. Oh, the way he received that then, the little dummy away from Gusto. Left foot control to push it into the space, the right foot curler. Oof. Yeah. Sanchez was not getting there. If that was on target, yeah, it was over for us then. A long goal kick this time. Lukic receives, plays it back to Diop. But it seems like we're screening quite well now. Back to Leno. Calvin Bassey had a lot of, you know. I feel like Calvin Bassey is an interesting player. He's like that Gavadio style defender, right? Where he can do a job on the left as a left back and as a centre back and as a wide centre back, you know? Like, he's not afraid to get that ball forward. Okay. I think he definitely profited from his time with Ajax. Listen, it wasn't like necessary. He wasn't setting the world on fire there. But if you're going to be in Ajax for a year, you're going to learn about the game, right? Because I remember seeing Calvin Bassey when he was playing for Rangers, when they had that great Europa League campaign. And I was like, shit, like this kid, I've never heard of him before. Like, who is this kid that's, you know, looking like an absolute, you know, monster in defense? Shit. Release Robinson. Come on, close him down, Moises. Good defending, Cuckoo. Come on, you guys, don't sleep. Adama, this flipping brick, man. Dangerous delivery. Okay, more pressure on us now. Bassey. Okay, Enzo said, have it, mate. And that's ours. See, but Robinson, man, we got to be wary of this overlap down that side. See, Gusto was caught inside a bit too much then. Jimenez, Tolson in the right. Again, the cross wasn't perfect then. Jimenez was unmarked then at one point. Okay, can I change the score somehow? Because I don't know why the score is saying 2-0. It's not making any sense. Okay, I think it's worked now, guys. Sorry about that. Come on. It's one of those games where I think a second goal is needed because we can't be getting complacent now. Okay. Finds Castagna. Overlapping on the right-hand side. The cross is behind Jimenez yet again, but they're showing a little bit of threat, putting these balls in really early. Anyway, great little tackle by Cucurella to set off Jadon Sancho. Great passing behind to release Cole Palmer. Enzo supporting his teammates on the right-hand side. Maintains possession. Can he keep the ball again? It was asking a lot from him then. But again, where's Neto then? Where's Neto, like on the right side, who's galloping down there, looking to get on the end of the counter-attack? It's just like, come on, Neto, man. You got a moment now where Madueke's like, you know, you've started 2 games in a row. I'm not saying he's been bad, but I just want to see a bit more from him, no? I want to see him affect the game off the ball like a little bit more now. Okay, Cuckoo. I feel like Cucurella, you know, he's defensively, he's locked in the game. He's reading the danger. He's proactive, and he's preventing, you know, dangerous situations just by like constantly being the second guy there for support. Like, I'm liking what I'm seeing from Cucurella so far. Calvin Bassey releases Robinson. Kind of backing off a little bit then. Awobi takes on two. Left foot across to the far post. You know, put on a bit of pressure now from these crosses from Fulham. Oh, Sancho. Beautiful close control from Jadon Sancho. Beautiful close control, man. Okay, Palmer's just like, nope. We kickstart a new phase of attack. Ball goes straight back to Tosin. But like moments like this, I like to look at the movement of players, because I know Palmer's going to ghost in somewhere. Like, again, he tries to get in behind that midfield line, but the ball's released to Sancho down the left. First time cross, but it's like, oh, you know, what striker is converting from that? Okay. Moises spreads it wide, but just doesn't get enough purchase then. He was off balance for that. Counter-attack time. Robinson galloping up that field. But the end products, you know, it's threatening, but it's not always been there. Yeah, see? We need to have a solution for this ever-growing left-sided threat we're seeing from Fulham now. You know, Bassey, I've seen him step past the halfway line. Awobi's picking up interesting positions now, you know. Come on, Neto, Gusto, bro. You guys need to step up a little bit now. See, Awobi skips past Enzo. Neto's doing more running back to our goal compared to running towards Everton's goal. And now he gets the yellow cards. Flipping hell, man. Yeah. Straight foul. But I think to myself, who am I bringing on? I mean, you know what? It's a shame that Mudryk finds himself provisionally suspended, because I think he's a real outlet that Maresca's turning to during these moments now. Yeah. Shame that. Hopefully this thing gets resolved soon. I think we're waiting to do the investigation on the the Plan B substance or something. But the rumors are is that his ex-girl set him up. But listen, some of these ballers, man. Listen, I get it. You're young. You're making a lot of money, millionaires. Women are on tap. I get it. But like sometimes, you know, it's like you're gonna learn a lot of harsh lessons if you're gonna like move mad all the time, you know. Okay, Sancho. It's like he's really good at maintaining possession, keeping the ball in tight areas, carrying us up the field. But I want to see a little bit more from Jadon, man. You know? Like, he was scoring these goals for Dortmund. Anyway, Neto, playing it inside. Was there not a moment then to just face Robinson and get past him? Levi. Gusto, forced to play it backwards. Robert. Fucking hell, This guy, man, honestly. I saw my life flashing before my eyes then. This guy was... Yeah, maybe he's feeling the confidence right now. But yeah, playing with fire. I think all our hearts skipped it. I think we all assumed that it was going to be the equalizer in that moment. Flipping hell, mate. Okay, come on. I feel like the intensity's kind of slacking off a little bit now. Come on, boys. Let's test the keeper at least. I think Leno, you know. So I live in a very easy life right now. Sancho back into Tosin. I'm seeing more guys willing to just, you know, I need to see an injection of quality. Like, come on, what's Cuckoo going to do with that when he's getting closed down from behind, for God's sake? You know, some of you guys, do more on the ball now. Stop just releasing it to teammates. It's too casual. Fucking hell. Sanchez again. Come on, Sanchez. Some fucking quality, mate. See, come on, we're playing with fire now. Like, I'd say recently, second half has been more Fulham. Second half. You know, at least they're forcing things a lot more. They're taking more risks. I don't know why we're kind of sleeping right now. But we're asking for trouble if we keep this up now. Flipping out. I mean, I haven't been that impressed by Tosin today. I think the past selection was completely stupid to Cucurella. Thank God Sanchez, you know, he's in top form right now. I feel when there's a moment like this, I have this optimism that Sanchez is going to come through for us, you know. You see how he just kind of like moves his like back leg to an awkward angle then? He's looking at his man. He's looking at the ball. Look at the position he's got covered. Off his line quickly. Good goalkeeping. And shit, Jimenez. Is Jimenez out now? He's got his hand up. Who did Fulham have? Muniz on the bench, right? So he's got a decent aerial threat. But yeah, I'm not liking the intensity drop-off, man. It's I feel like we're asking for something bad to come our way now. Telling Gusto has been really bad regardless of duty. Yep, I'd bring on a Chimpong for Neto, move Gusto to wing back. That's an interesting one. That's an interesting one. I mean, last season, I mean, if you said that Gusto was a winger to someone who's never seen football before, they would have hit that up easily because, yeah, it's an interesting one. I just feel like that right side is not really doing too much right now. And a good play, Cucurella. I think Cuckoo, you know, is having a decent game against Adama. Yes, Nico drops in deep, releases it to Jadon Sancho. Sancho spreads it in behind to Neto, but it's just the pace carries the ball away from goal a bit too much. Then Sancho, could you not have maybe, you know what I mean, control that a bit better then? Come on, Neto's just, everything's just going backwards. Oh, like, bro, can't you like do a Cruyff turn inside, like quickly fool Iwobi and like, you know, go back towards the byline again? I want to see something like that. Like, stop playing so safe now, you know? Seeing a bit too much safety first from Neto in the second half. Tosin, yes, there's no dumb passes now, man. Neto, again, touch carries him away. Finds Palmer. Nico just about gets there. Just about saves that, but the ball goes backwards. So it was all for nothing. Okay, Sancho up against Castagna. He's been able to do his thing against him. But I'm not seeing much end products in the end. It's always this little, like, overplay, you know? I mean, you guys, would you not even maybe swap Sancho and Neto's positions now? Neto, play on the left. Give something different now for Castagna to go up against. Sancho, go on the right. Get Gusto into the game. Try and combine a bit more with Enzo. Let's try and maintain possession and add a different threat. I wouldn't mind seeing a little tweak like that. You know, just swap Sancho and Neto around now. Okay, a bit of a drop-off right now. I don't know. I feel like Fulham, if we don't like fix up, I think Fulham could get back into the game somehow. Yes, Moises, man, he's just locked in. Yes, Nico, this is it. Your moment against Anderson 1v1. Oh, great decision. Oh, yes, Nico. Oh, unlucky. Unlucky Nicholas Jackson. I've been waiting for this one moment now for Nico. Receive deep, taking your man. Oh, that was a great direction. Oh, just the pressure from Bassi, and he doesn't have that left foot, but that was a good idea. If you could have got that to his right foot, something could have happened then. Oh. Okay, Adama's off. I think that's a big derby for Kukurea, that Adama's not been able to have much influence in this game. But Harry Wilson, he's got a decent set piece threat, and he's a pretty decent cross of the ball, Wilson. So, you know, a bit more ammunition now for Jimenez. Okay, Diop. Is it Diop or Diop? I always forget. Leno. It's crazy from having like an OP bench from large parts of this season. You know, you look at our bench now and you think, you know, okay, Felix and Kunku, cool, but like, are these guys that are really adding anything to the game like that? Are we gonna see Maresca do something crazy and be like, Palmer, you go to the right wing now, and you know, in Kunku you playing behinds? Probably not, right? You'd imagine. Oh, shit. You'd imagine it's gonna be Sancho for Felix or something. But yeah, I think it's quite obvious going into next season, we will be cutting down the number 10s dramatically next summer. Dramatically cutting them down. I'm not going to lie. You know what I wish we could turn to now? It'd be like an Andre Santos, just to add something a little bit different. I'm looking forward to this kid coming back, man. Very excited for his potential. Okay. Bassi, Lukic, Iwobi. You know, he just always picks up these interesting positions. Ah, Diop, that's yours. Controlled by Levi, of course. Good. Yeah, at this level, if you're 21, you're playing for us. You're not getting caught out by balls over the top against your blind side. I'm sorry. Badia Shaw, that was the most frustrating thing about him. Was that some of this was like, nah, at this level you're playing at, you can't be getting done this easily by balls in behind or over the top. Sorry, that's not it. Like Rudiger used to suffer with that before he really improved. But nah, it can't be. Oh, Neto, come on, Neto. Some quality, mate. See, good upper body strength against Bassi. Very good upper body strength. That's good play. Good play, Neto. Look at Bassi. Getting in his head. Yeah, I'm liking this little battle. Oh, but see what I mean? It's just like a waste of a potential cross because Sancho is not going to be getting his head to that. Like, who's going to get on the end of these moves? Ah, Caicedo turning to Zola then. But that's a nice little interesting battle then. That was a nice little moment between Bassi and Neto. A nice combination between Palmer. Yes, wins the free kick. That's it now. Another set piece. Can we actually take full advantage of this then? You know, Palmer, the nice little just what's the name of that skill move then? The little like FIFA cut insides. Little drop inside. Oh, flipping hell. Realistically, this game's more likely to end up 1-0 than 2-0 at this point. Okay, and Kunku's coming on now, so the first substitution's getting made. I wonder who that's for, though. He's not going to take off Nico, is he? I don't know. I like when Nico ends these games. I'm sorry. Palmer. Oh, nothing's like getting past the first man. I mean, good defending by Fulham then. Enzo keeps the ball very well. What was that then? Ah, shit. I don't like that, man. Ah, come on. Now we can tell who Nkunku's about to come on for. Please, I hope it's nothing serious. Is that like a little clash then? I think I might have missed the detail then. Yeah, man. No, he needs to protect Enzo. Listen, if God forbid, if anything happened to Enzo, Andre Santos, your loan is getting cut short straight. Get your ass back to London. Oh, see the follow through by accident from Wilson. It just like scratches the side of Enzo's ankle. So that's going to be a pretty painful one. Hopefully it's not an injury. It's just a pretty painful one. Okay, you can probably walk that off then. Okay, good. Getting a bit nervous then. Honestly, Miraska, make some changes. Nkunku's coming on. Yeah, what you guys saying right now? Nkunku hasn't set the world alight. Nico Jackson comes off for Nkunku. So is Miraska just prioritizing having a fit Nico compared to a Nico that can find his form properly? I don't know. Listen, I feel like at times people will be like, "Oh, Nicholas Jackson, shit game," but sorry, he has not been getting great service in this game today. I just feel like games like this, can the team do a bit more to find him? I mean, all he's working with is attacking headers in the box from these deep crosses from Sancho and Neto, all these in-swingers. But it's like, yeah, come on, man. That's not Nicholas Jackson's service that he's profiting from. And that can't be the only way we're looking to break teams down. And now you're bringing on Nkunku. And I feel like we're going to still keep putting crosses inside the box. Not even Mark Yu to like get like 10 minutes or something. I don't know. I look at Yu and I think, yeah, it's nice that he's getting the Conference League minutes, but they're going to be drying up now until next year. And, I know that at Barca, what's his name? Pau Victor's been profiting this season from having an opening in the team now that Yu's left. And I always thought to myself, was this the best time to leave Barca now when Flick's the manager? When Flick teams mean strikers are going to be scoring the most goals they've ever scored in their entire lives. And when Pau Victor now is getting quite a few minutes, could that not have been going to a Mark Yu? And I think, I don't know, is he not ready to maybe get 20 minutes against Fulham? Especially when Maresca's always said that Nkunku's not really a striker like that. He'd rather play him as a 10. And it's just like, I can imagine that we're not going to give Nkunku much better service compared to what Nico was getting in this game, right? Anyway, good play by Nkunku. Shits. Yeah, I mean, the game is still delicately poised right now because, listen, I wouldn't surprise me if we conceded. I don't think we've done enough for the second goal. I got to be honest. Is it like more of managing fatigue now? Listen, the squad's got a bit more reduced. Guys are playing, a few more games every week. It's a congested period. Is this Maresca thinking, I'm playing the smart game? I'm playing the long game. We're not going to tire ourselves out unnecessarily when we have Ipswich coming up in the next few days, right? Who knows? But at the same time, being a fan watching this real time, it's a bit nerve-wracking because it does feel like Fulham, they have it in them to capitalise on one mistake we make. Okay. Anyway, giving away a silly free kick. Fulham on the ball now. An opportunity for them to apply some pressure onto us. And Iwobi has been very, dangerous with the positions he's taking up. Anytime he's receiving, Fulham are playing forwards. And Anderson, beautiful switch ball to Wilson, shits, and he doesn't get the tackles on point then. He's snatched at that too early. But Fulham, with the form they have, these are the type of moments they're profiting from this season. Nice cushion header down. Was that a handball then from Wilson? I mean, I don't know. I have to see that again. But yeah, thank God. I think on a stronger foot too, you're expecting maybe a bit more. But see, Fulham, look at Fulham. Look at the press now. They're right up us. Everton weren't doing this at Goodison Park. You know, Fulham feel like they can potentially get something. That was a nice little header then from Nkunku to find Sancho, but he was offside. I don't know. I'm curious, you guys. Maybe you can answer this later on. But do you think we might do some business in the January window? Do you think we might need like one addition or something? It makes you think, right? Awobi skips past Enzo again. Clip all over the top, but Colwell gets there, but doesn't deal with it. Robertson instant cross back in the box, and Sanchez, thank God this guy's on form. See, they got two big guys in the box right now looking to attack headers. Fulham are more galvanised now to put crosses early inside the box, and it just feels like if they were to get like 3 more crossing opportunities, I think they're probably good enough to convert one. Come on, boys. Let's not I don't want Cole Palmer's genius to be for nothing in this game, yeah? Sanchez. Do you see what I mean? And Nkunku is now backing into flipping Anderson. Like, he's got to play like Drogba now, you know? It's not making sense. All I'm praying for is that we can capitalise on one little mistake from Fulham. Anyway, Neto. Come on, Neto. Add something, bro. See, just cuts back inside again. Cole Palmer. Jadon Sancho. Okay, back to Palmer, who's dropped a bit deeper. Tosin on the ball. Tosin spreads that wide to Gusto. Gusto has been forced to play it backwards. Come on, man. A bit too easy. Bit too easy, boys. And now Sanchez is forced to play it long. Yeah. Cucurella wins the second ball. Nice control down. Finds Palmer, who's drifted into the left channel. Carrying us. Spreads it to Enzo. Enzo. Where's Neto? Just deep, affecting nothing. Palmer. No, don't play it to feet. Just keep the ball now. Spread that wide to Sancho. He's up against his man. Fake dummy inside. Back to Colwell. Colwell deep cross first time. Defended by Anderson. Let's not foul. Don't foul. Can we maintain possession in their half? We can. Colwell. Bit of composure. Safe option. Back to Robert Sanchez. And Sanchez spreads that wide back to Levi. Come on, Levi. Into Moises. He's playing it forward now to Cucurella on the left. Cucurella. Sancho drops deep for the 1-2. Third man run from Cucurella. Little things like that was what we was missing against Everton. We're not really doing levels in this game, but little movements and rotations was what we didn't have at Goodison Park. But again, it's a bit too easily dispossessed. It's not the most quality game we've played. But listen, I think a good sign of progression in this team is the fact that can we win when we're not even at our best? Yeah, I felt like over the last 2 years, if we weren't playing at our absolute peak, skin out of this game football, we weren't getting nothing. This season, we're getting results here and there, but we're not even playing our best football. I mean, I'll take it, you know. But again, it's playing with fire a little bit, to be honest, because it feels like Fulham, they got confidence that they can maybe sneak something in this game. Okay. Kearney. Oh, was that Lukic? Awobi dropping into that channel. Spreads that to Bassi now, who's really... offside. Not offside. Oh, shit. Anderson. You don't even have, Nicholas Jackson for the transitional threat now, which is a shame. Come on, Nkunku. Apply pressure on him, Nkunku. Come on, Nkunku. It's handball, innit? Handball. Fuck, man. Robinson, I thought we've just encouraged Fulham to attack down that left a bit more, man. See what I mean? The big boys are in the books. Fucking hell. Of course. It was bound to come, man. Like, you can't be inviting all this pressure. Can we get something from Neto getting hit in the face? I don't know, but come on, man. It was coming. This was coming. You know, they got galvanized to keep on going. They've been spamming crosses inside the books. You've not been dealing with it. Was that not too easy then? Like Neto, nah, Neto, I'm sorry. Nah, too easy. Oh, fucking hell, man. That's poor. That is so poor. I feel like we've been inviting this, man. Yeah, exactly, Ronnie. I've not been liking this second half at all. Flipping hell, man. Finally got punished. We got punished for the crosses. I was literally saying, if Fulham play 3 more of these balls in the books, are they not good enough to convert one of these opportunities? Now they have, with the second opportunity. I mean, come on, man. I get, like, you know, the squad's looking a little bit thinner right now, but you still think to yourself, nah, there needs to be a little bit left in the tank, you know? Maresca has to answer for this horrids. Yep. JC, we are overrated and everyone is getting carried away. Grand Admiral, how is Neto supposed to defend? I've just been noticing more willingness to defend more than doing anything in their half. You know? Maresca messed it up versus Everton and today, bailed out by individual brilliance. So yeah, we've relied upon that in Palmer today. For sure, because it's not been there otherwise in terms of what we're doing. That's there. Wilson sneaks in the back post, and that's that. Neto, I mean, not been the best game. You know, when I'm seeing like Muniz, I'm seeing Jimenez, like the big aerial guys in the books, I'm thinking, shit, it's not good that Everton feel like, okay, there's a moment to win it. But as I said at the start of the stream, you know, Brentford, Everton, and now we're seeing with Fulham, they feel like once the game gets to a certain point where there's still something left to win, can we switch up the tactics? And can we pose different questions to Chelsea? And so far, you know, we've kind of struggled in the final like 20 minutes of games where the opposition, they feel more galvanized and a bit more emboldened now to really go for us. And we've not been constantly rising to it. Looking very flat on the ball in the second half. You know, players aren't taking any risks. I've said a few times on occasion, Neto, there's been moments for him to add a bit of ingenuity. You do a little Cruyff turn, you know, skip inside. Stop being so willing to play the ball backwards or play it in field. It's like the whole team's just like looking for Palmer too much now, you know? I mean, it's still a bit of time, but realistically, I think this is a draw, you guys, if I'm being honest with you. I don't think there's been enough. Disappointing. But maybe this is the reality. This is us smelling the coffee, right? You know? Palmer. See, nothing. You know, but again, like taking off Nicholas Jackson, was there really a need to take Nico off? Like what is it? What tactical benefits do we get from what's his name playing? See, Neto doesn't, again, Enzo doesn't play the pass to him. Can Palmer just Palmer us to something? I don't know. Anyway, Sancho, same delivery in the books, far post, no one's there. Like, bro, this can't be the only way we're looking to break teams down, man. These men are just too reliant on this in-swig to no one. Like, who's at the fucking back post to deal with this? Like, who's there? Like, come on, this is poor. I'm seeing Sancho playing crosses more than he's taking shots. Has he taken one shot on goal today? For God's sake. I hope we're not seeing this little like Leicester City style, not collapse, that's a strong word because they still won the league. But like obviously they didn't quite play the same way at the start of the season during the second half, you know? But equally, I look at this game, and a part of me also thinks, listen, this is also on the players, like for not leveling up, not stepping up. But it's been flat this entire second half, to be honest with you. yes, Palmer is just able to win the free kick somehow. And that's what we're relying on. But we're relying on Cole Palmer, Cole Palmer to like come in big for us now. Because, yeah, there's been zero creativity in unlocking Fulham, and it's been very frustrating. Come on, Neto. Oh, don't just shit control then. And he plays it back. Oh, great. Oh, no one's switched on to that. Oh. Bro, I just wanted to win. I just wanted to win for my Christmas present. That's all I wanted. 3 points. Ah, shit. Good defending by Levi. Cuckoo. The fact that Felix ain't coming. Is Felix like not fit enough or something? Like, just it feels like Maresca's allergic to be turning towards Felix. Is he just not rating what Felix can do? Was he just on the bench to fill numbers or something? Anyway, Cuckoo. Yeah, man, bro, we ran out of ideas. This is all we're doing. We're just relying on a cross magically going in our favour to one of our players now. Oh, fuck off, man. Fuck off, man. Yes, Sanchez. Bro. Nah, it's not been it, man. This second half has been dead. Maresca isn't utilising our bench at all. Yeah, there's a reluctance. You know, I guess Tyreek George, nope. But again, what's Tyreek George going to do that Sancho ain't done? You know what I mean? Felix, but then if Felix can't come on in games like this, what's it saying? It feels like Maresca's not interested in... Again, if Palmer's playing out wide on the right, it means that Gusto gets forward. That's not happening today against Robinson. I don't know. It just feels like we're at home. Like, could we not do a bit more? I feel like Fulham are being the better team in our own stadium. In our own stadium, man. You know, especially that left side. We've not got control of that since. Like, I wouldn't even mind seeing Cole Palmer just switching up with Enzo. Oh, Enzo, you move to the left now, mate. Palmer, you on the right hand side. Like, if there's one thing, I can accept the fact that the team is a bit like, you know, not short on fitness. We don't have many options on the bench. You know, these guys are playing a few more games. They're probably feeling in their legs a bit more now. I get it. But, bro, at least let me see, like, players interchanging positions at least, you know. Let me see that. Let me see Palmer on the right. What's that going to do for Robinson when he knows Palmer's in the... Okay, free kick now. Moises. Plays it first time to Cristo. Again, to Neto. Please, Neto. Oh. Ah! Come on! Oh, there's just not enough conviction behind the shot, Jaden, man. You have to fucking blast that then, man. That's the... Cucurella. Oh, Sancho, man. Oh, is that the best he could have done? Short corner. Cole Palmer. Nah, it's dead. It's not good enough. Oh, dispossessed. Oh. Like, for a team that loves a good cross, oh, fucking Iwobi, man. He's been moving into our second half. What I was gonna say was, for a team that loves a cross, you know, we don't really have the presence to really take advantage of a lot of these balls in the box, do we? Like, we don't have that. How much time is there left now? 6 minutes. Okay, 6 minutes. Neto brought down by Robinson. Come on, take it quick. Oh, ref, man, you gotta waste time. Come on, hurry up. Oh, you guys, I'm not feeling that hopeful. I'm really not feeling hopeful that we'll sneak in and make this 2-1. You guys, I'm seeing that you guys are a bit disappointed in Maresca. Like, what is a change that you wanted to see? Like seeing the bench we have today, what did you hope to see in the second half? Oh, yes, Neto, fucking do something, man. Oh, not good enough. Not good enough. Just caught in two minds then. I know you wanted to spam that far post cross then. Oh, like, bro, where's the conviction, man? Cut inside or take a shot with your right foot. And Sancho now plays, just doing the most right now. Come on, Neto, man. I feel like maybe I might be watching Neto's performance today with the same lens that people watch Madueke in. Is that what's happening right now? Are we making a sub? Nope. Fulham are. Like, is it not even worth just saying, you, come on, just see what you can make inside the box. Just, you know what I mean? Like, you force your luck, right? You create your own luck. Nope, Madueke on, Neto off. Yeah. Maresca's beef with Madueke is costing Chelsea. But again, is there a reason? Is maybe Madueke, is he like ill? Is he like injured? Is there something? Maresca made one change. Yeah. It did nothing. It's just like, you know, I feel for Nico, because what is Nico supposed to do up front? You know what I mean? Like, what's he supposed to honestly do? I feel have kept Nico on, you know? Anytime Nico goes off in games like this, it's like, well, you said goodbye to any type of threat or anything now. I get it, you know, Maresca's like, oh, there's no title challenge, but I guess for us, we're in a position where it's like, you want to feel like every game you're watching from us, we're taking full advantage, right? Please, come on, Palmer. Fuck. Come on, second ball's ours. We've got like 3.5 minutes left. Can we force something? It's doing the most, the FIFA football, man. Come on, play a bit smarter, you guys. Yeah? Levi. See, look at Fulham, bro. More shots against us. Same on target. They force it a lot more. And again, yeah, we're giving fucking balls for Nkunku to be holding off defenders. Absolute waste of this guy's talent, man. Like, we love doing this at this football club, innit? Oh, fucking hell. I thought that was it. Man. Yeah, I think this is it, man. Fuck, man. Okay. Don't foul him. That's yours, Gusto. That's it, Enzo. Play it forward. Where's the forward pass? Shit. Backwards. Safety first. Exactly. Neto was raking the run into space, Enzo. You couldn't just Travella that, man. Oh, yeah. Maybe Enzo's looking leggy now. Yeah, Enzo's looking tired. When I'm seeing this type of stuff from him now, yeah, he's run out the tank now. Like, you're not even thinking, like, take a risk, Enzo off, and Nkunku, you take his position up. Shit. Fuck. That's it, man. Of course, man. Come on. Obviously. Yeah, well-deserved by Fulham, who've been the better team today, yeah? Come on, Maresca. So you got to take a bit of risk sometimes, for God's sake, you know? What's the point of keeping on guys who can't even run no more? Enzo is finished. He's tired. He's done. Oh, let me make one sub. Let me take off our only fucking threat at Nico Jackson for no reason. I'm not going to use the bench at all. You know, lacks energy, lacks anything in the second half. I want to see my manager. Like, this is the moments where we've been praising you. Step up. Now we lost the game, you know? 2 shit results in a row now. I mean, Sanchez, I don't know who the fuck he was kicking that ball to then. And that's it, caught out just like that from a goal kick, bro. This is the Premier League. You do stupid stuff, you get punished, yeah? But again, if there was Nicholas Jackson, maybe Sanchez has an outlet. Because he's thinking, who the fuck do I even kick it to? I see all these small men up front right now, yeah? What am I supposed to do? I have to clear it. I don't know, you know? Is Gu? I know he's still young, I get it. He's not there yet. But he's a big guy at least, yeah? At least he presses. At least he's got something to play for. You know what I mean? Like, is that not a bolder decision, Maresca? Than using Nkunku to waste his time and do what? You know, take that risk. Yo, Enzo. Yeah, good 70 minutes, mate. Nkunku, you're going to play your natural position. Q. Yeah, I need to rest Nico. Q, this is your moment you've been waiting for. You've been banging these goals in for fun in the Conference League. What can you do in the Prem? 20 minutes against Fulham. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see this old Chelsea manager shit where it's like, oh shit, youth on the bench. Oh shit, no, I can't be taking no risks. You know what I mean? And now look where we are right now. We blew our leads. We wasted Palmer's genius then. And now we look like a team out of ideas, out of energy, out of everything now. Crazy. Some of you guys are jokers in the comments. F Maresca. Oh, us football fans, man. Just take a shot, Palmer. Fuck it, man. Just take a shot. Oh my lord, that moment of quality came from absolutely nowhere. What a save from Leno. Did you see that? And Nkunku with some incredible acrobatics then. To be able to get his leg over that ball then. Wow. Can we bag something? Oh, I got no faith, man. I got no faith. But can we somehow bag it? Absolutely not. Come on, just take a shot, Palmer. Fuck it. Yes. Oh. Yeah, come on, bro. The gimmick, Maresca out. Come on. No, none of that gimmicky stuff, man. Don't waste your time with that, man. Oh, fuck, man. We blew this, man. Yeah, Boxing Day curse continues. The curse continues. Yeah, of course. Fulham all day. They got all the giants on the field, man. Yeah, we ain't doing nothing with this. Oh, fuck off, Palmer. Come on, man. And that's it. Beaten by the better side, you know. I think we pay the price for no balls today. You know what I mean? You don't want to make any subs. You want to keep the legs fresh. You know, you've told the squad, listen, I don't trust anyone else to do anything. Yeah, other than you, man, on the field. Sometimes as a manager, you might be feeling that, but I've always thought you can't put that energy out there in the team. Because there's more pressure on the guys in the field now to come big. But you could just see there was a flatness in the performance, you know, the energy, the movement. It just weren't there. It weren't there. I mean, I guess a loss like this was bound to come eventually. We weren't going to be going unbeaten in the league, right? But again, recently, the third game in a row, your Brentford, the mid-table team, you know, final 20 minutes, they're coming in with a new tactic. They're upping the pressure. They're going for it. And it's caused us a lot of difficulties that we weren't facing during the start of these games. I mean, Fulham are the deserved winners today. I have to say, I can't believe I'm saying it. They was the deserved winners by far. That they went for it more than we did. I don't know, Maresca. I need to hear what you say in the post-match afterwards because I just don't know, man. I don't think this approach was needed today. I don't think this was right. I need to know specifically why Joao Felix wasn't turned to. I need to hear exactly the reason why, yeah? I have to hear why Marku can't even get the last 20 minutes, bro. You use this guy in the Conference League. You don't think this brother's good enough for 20 minutes in a game where you're trying to save the lead or make something happen? Give the flipping team a bit of a focal point up front. He's not even good enough for that, yeah? I understand why you don't want to use the kids. Calm, cool, whatever. But come on. At least one of these guys has to get used. You know what I mean? And we paid the price because one team decided to go for it and the other team said no. Yeah, some of you guys are moving a little bit mad though. Maresca proving why he's a championship manager. Let's not act like we haven't seen Tuchel make this type of decision making on the field, yeah. Done that plenty of times, mind you. Plenty of times, mind you. Let's not get too carried away. Exactly, and Nkunku wasted up front. I mean, fuck, man. It's a shame, you know? Maresca, you need to come with a bigger plan. Can't be relying on player quality to come through all the time now. I'm sorry. What you guys saying? Miley, Maresca's beef with Madueke is costly. I mean, I've seen a few of you guys comment this. Like, is there something that I'm unaware of that's happened over the last 48 hours between Maresca and Madueke? Is there a reason why he wasn't on the bench today? Ali Akbar, hi, Cream Egg. Yeah, CFC John, we can stop the title talks now. I think so. I think today was the reality call for me, you know? Yeah. I knew the moment I started believing in it, it was going to be over. I'm sorry, you guys. Mazza. Nah, it's not this box midfield, no physicality. Bro, he doesn't have no Don up front that can even do anything aerially. All these crosses, like for who? It's just a waste, isn't it? It's just for no one. And you'd think to yourself in a game like this, you know, we don't need more 10s to come on to do anything. We need a different threat. So it's making me think now, if we don't get something against Ipswich, could we be forced into the January market to try and bring in a striker? I think, are we more likely to have a stronger finish by having a number 2 we can turn to, we can add something to the game, compared to relying upon 10s? But I don't know why we invested so much into 10s, honestly. I get why Felix was signed, but he felt like a bit of a luxury one that wasn't really needed, right? You know what I mean? I don't know why we switched up the Amora Dion thing near the end. I mean, seeing how he's cooking at FC Porto, could have been given a run for his money now with Nico Jackson, right? But I don't know, man. Maybe this is a reality call that, listen, there's definitely no title challenge. We just want to have a strong season and put ourselves in the best possible position for next season to do something. That's what it feels like. Abdul, this was some fancy stuff being attempted on the build-up by, yeah, just too much overplaying at times of these little FIFA backheel passes and no look, this, that. Doing the most. Philip, Maresca should take responsibility for sure. Balls, man, I'm sorry. I don't care if you don't trust your bench. You can't be communicating that, yeah? Use them regardless. Use your bench regardless, because you're taking less pressure away from the guys on the field. You know, Enzo, I think he was exhausted near the end. He's running box to box the whole game, bro. You know what I mean? John Webb, no one should support this stupid coach. Okay, fucking hell, man. Damn, some of you guys, you really get mad when we don't get results. I get it. I'm pissed off, but some of you guys say some unforgivable things, because I guarantee 2 weeks ago you did not have this energy for Maresca. Mazza, good point. Agree. Felix wasted 50 million. Works better investment. I get it. I don't know. It's a shame when he's not even doing anything in games you're hoping he does something in, right? Moritz, I am extremely disappointed with the drop off today. Yeah, it sucked us, man. It sucked us. Okay, I am cracked. I honestly thought we were better than that. Yeah, exactly. It's just the reality call. Hit with reality. Heba Badir, Sancho needs balls. Yes, I mean, the amount of times he spammed the no-look far post cross is a waste of time, honestly. Christian, why is this subs? Exactly. So, yeah, we're very frustrated. But honestly, you guys, I'd love to talk right now. Maybe I should do a stream later on, but I need to get this review out right now. You know the deal. I'll break down the game more, so I hope you guys come back for that. But yeah, I'm going to catch you guys in a bit now. Thank you for watching. Call you guys.